We are the Nerd Eternal Network.
I know I'm not the one. Don't fake it, well, you don't belong to me.
Hello and welcome to Dire Bear. It's Tuesday night and we're back from our holiday break. So of course it's a Espergenesis, Holocaust at the Ekajati. As always, I'm your GM for the evening, Jason, and with me is Sarah playing Kat, Eric playing Adrian, Decca playing Auromonto, and Patrick playing Hull, hopefully. Now, we've had a long break. Who remembers where we were at last time?
Unfortunately.
Auromonto getting cat.
Somewhere Cat is screaming in the distance.
Oh, I get it now. Catfished. Haha.
He didn't get captured. He is on a date with a nice young lady.
No, we never said captured. We said catfished.
Oh, I'm sorry. I misheard you.
Because he is
The kidnapping is later.
He is 100% getting catfished.
I don't know what you mean. I mean, she is what she looks like she is. She is what she's presented herself as, physically.
Physically.
It's such a shame that she's leaving out the rest of it that the people on the ship are very much aware of.
I'm also going to say this for the viewers. This is Auromonto's very first date ever.
Oh, poor boy.
I'm sure
Well,
it will
at
be
least we're
perfectly
setting
pleasant.
the bar low.
Whose first date wasn't a little awkward?
It's going to turn to Mr. and Mrs. Smith real quick.
She intends Auromonto no harm, I assure you.
Others, on the other hand.
You know, the hit squad following behind her, who knows?
Which one?
I don't know, pick a faction.
The one after Auromonto? The one after her?
I don't have anybody after me that you know of.
Yet.
All the Sentinels in this game are good boys. They just keep bad company.
Yeah.
Oh, Bubba's joined us on the chat. Hey, Bubba.
Hey.
What's up, Bubba? I need to get on chat.
Back on the ship, Cat's just like face palming.
On the mask, or did she raise the mask to do it?
She doesn't wear the mask on the ship, so it's like complete face palm after screaming probably and cussing in whatever languages she knows for about 5 minutes.
Well, you're running to your cousin again, I see.
I meant to ask this before we started streaming. Did I ever give your cousin a name?
You did, and I wrote it down, and my desk is a mess.
Okay. Because I know the name she gave Auromonto was, Jessia? Jessi?
Jessa.
Jessa.
Jessa, yeah.
Yeah, okay, no. Yeah, you said the Jessa name, but we never went over her name, I believe, maybe?
Yeah, I think that's how that went down. You guys never had like a name, but you had the name that she gave Auromonto.
Yeah. Okay. So her actual name is Jovina. Jovina. Tends to go by Joe. At least among family and friends.
I'm waiting for the eventual meetup with Cat. Like, hello, Joe.
No, she just full-on Jovina her.
We just need the full name.
Is he gonna three-name her?
Three-namer. Let's do it.
It's gonna turn into a Dolly Parton song real quick.
Jovina.
Where's the music coming from? Yanni's just floating around invisible.
So y'all are
So I
freaking
think-
out in the ship, and Jim's kind of looking at you like, what?
is your wheelhouse, Cat. I'm not gonna be able to get through this without punching something.
I'm not drunk enough for this.
Jim, this is your wheelhouse.
What? She looked cute enough to me. What's the problem?
Yeah. She shot me in the leg.
It's my cousin.
Did you deserve what? Oh.
Oh, yeah.
If you haven't guessed already, Cat's family and I have a less than stellar relationship.
Yeah. If it involved you getting shot, I'd imagine so.
Yeah, well, she was one of the few people that didn't actually deserve it at the time.
So, let's see. Does that mean we need to go rescue the boy? Speaking of which, where did he go?
He's gone.
Yeah. Do we need to go rescue the boy?
Deco, you still with us?
He hasn't been stolen IRL.
I think he disconnected.
He's back.
Okay. Can
Visually.
you hear us? That's not
The
encouraging.
answer is no. I might as well, since you both did it.
Do we go rescue Loverboy? Probably not, because that'll just put us directly. I mean, he should be fine.
Cut back to Auromonto being held at knife point in the limo.
Well, I have Yanni tailing them, so that's something.
And cut away to the car. Alright.
Hello, I'm back just in time for that.
Yep.
Yes. So she's taking off down the road, driving maybe a little faster than the speed limit, but nothing dangerous particularly.
Auromonto's doing the ADHD like thing.
What is that?
Where you're just like,
Tapping
Very
the
rapidly.
invisible brake.
yeah, exactly. He's not scared or anything. He's just, first date ever, fucking jitters.
So let's see. She had asked you if that was your ship. You told her it was. So, Auromonto, how many people? Do you travel with a large crew or?
No, I don't like large crews. It's just too many people to keep track of. I'm more of a small crew, few people. I like to know everybody on a personal basis.
Oh, okay. You make it sound like you do security or something where you're having to keep up with everybody.
In a sense, it's more of a make sure everyone's well, make sure everyone's being their mental is good. And yes, I do have to rough people up every now and again, but I mean, it comes with the territory.
Oh, it sounds like you're one of those caretaker types.
Yeah, I guess that is what I am. The ADHD like thing stops a little.
Hang on just a second. I want to turn Deca's volume up just a smidge.
You're playing with fire there.
Yeah, no.
What have you done?
Not much, just a little bit.
But I mean, my life has been boring. I just, I just watch people and make sure they're mentally well taken care of. What about you? Tell me about yourself.
Oh, she launches into the work she does here on the station, and her family's involved in some business back in the solar system,
Oh, what kind of business?
She said, they work for a fairly big corporation, and they do a little bit of everything, and her dad's one of the big paper pusher, vice president types. She didn't really want to be
Back in
involved in all that, so she got out and as far from them as she could.
Heir
back
to
in the ship,
royalty.
Adrian's broken the side rest on the chair.
But living here on a Crucible though, it's always easy to go home when I want to go home and see them. So
That's fair.
it's like I'm
That's
way
good.
far away from them, but not really.
You have the illusion of being away from them,
Right.
but you're one trip away if something happens.
Yeah, it's I buy one ticket and it's one jump and then a few hour or a day or two getting to the solar system.
I've taken that trip many times.
Let's see. You had told her that you had told her you'd had a rough childhood, right?
Yeah, I wasn't super specific about it. I just said, these muscles aren't for.
Okay, so you hadn't been very specific.
Yeah.
What about you? You got any family around?
I don't know.
She just kind of looks at you. How do you not know?
I never really knew my family.
Oh. And then there's a brief awkward silence.
Yeah, that's going in with that whole rough childhood thing. I never knew anybody. I have like a mental image in my head of who might have been a mother or father figure when I was like 2, but that's.
Did you grow up in the system, or?
I think so. Yeah, I grew up specifically on Earth, and well,
No, I meant like a
it's Earth.
foster care
So.
system.
Oh, that system.
Oh wait, you were on Earth proper.
Yeah.
I guess that kind of depends on where you were at.
So, long answer, no. Or rather, short answer, no.
This got to be a serious conversation for a first date.
It's okay. I'm kind of used to it.
So when did you leave the solar system?
Around the time I turned like 17, just left and never looked back.
Oh, been gone
And,
very
well,
long.
I mean, No, I come back every now and again. I say I don't look back, but I do a lot. Business takes me back to the solar system every now and again too.
Oh, what kind of business are you in?
I mean, security detail. I just kind of go where the ships need me.
She's like, I mean, what kind of business does the ship do? Yes. You're security, but I mean, do you do freight? Do you do passengers? Or you mercs?
A little bit of merc work. Sometimes we're trying to like get out of the mercenary thing. I mean, we've had a couple of weird interactions, and we're just trying to get out of the merc life and try to go just be delivery people, couriers, something nice to relax on. Make an honest living. Not that mercenary work isn't honest living sometimes, but just something to relax and do leisure.
It sounds like you had a bad run or two. Anything interesting happened?
We try to do this word isn't technically a lie. Well, there was this one. It was a passenger that we had. They just wanted to go somewhere, and they just happened to have go through Espergenesis while we were driving them to their destination.
Oh, that could be a little awkward.
Well, I mean, I've also gone through Espergenesis, so it isn't like the worst. I know how to get people down from that situation.
You the only Esper on the crew?
As far as I know.
Liar. Alright, if you're going to try to deceive her, roll your whatever deceit is. Is it bluff or is it
Deception?
deception?
I know a lot of the rules between Esper Genesis and 5e are the same. There's just the
Most of them are, but I also run Starfinder and I played a lot of Pathfinder.
Yeah.
I'm reading back through the True 20 rules, so
it's the intellect stuff I've noticed is mostly the stuff that's changed. Like nature is xenobiology.
yeah.
stuff
I
like
guess
that.
human interaction hasn't changed that much since the Middle Ages.
You say
Give me
that
one sec.
now.
I gotta put my dice somewhere.
Yeah, I gotta. Let's see, what page is she on? Ah, insight. Alright, what you got?
17.
Okay. She gives no visible reaction to anything when you say it. She just kind of nods her head. At this point, she is pulling into the parking lot of a restaurant. The White Dwarf Bistro.
The White Dwarf Bistro?
Mhm.
We're not on the Soul System, right?
No. Y'all are...
We're like way the way out.
Yeah, y'all are kind of out in the boonies. As far out as you can be in the boonies with a known crucible around. This is basically this place you stopped to repair after leaving the Crazy Cat Lady's world.
The last rest stop before hitting West Texas.
Kinda.
Essentially?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Naroba, that was the Crazy Cat Lady's name.
Yes.
Because the pirates jumped you as you were coming back through.
Good times.
And you're far enough out in the boonies that anybody tracking you knew, well, they went out from this spot. This is pretty much the spot they're going to have to come back to get, back to civilization. At least in any timely fashion.
White Dwarf Bistro. That's an interesting name.
She's like, yeah, I think they're a chain or something. You'll find a lot of them, a lot of crucibles have them.
I guess I never really sit down to eat much at Crucibles. Fair enough.
And it seems to be a relatively upscale restaurant. Nothing, nothing that's purely upper class or anything, but it's a better upper middle class, sit down, nice lighting kind of place.
It's like an Olive Garden. It's a space Olive Garden.
Just start shoving breadsticks into your bag and be like, I've got to go.
They said all you could eat. They didn't say how to eat them right now. So you're seated. You start perusing the menu. They have it's a fair variety of different Earth cuisines.
Earth food. Huh.
She's like,
Out
oh yeah,
here?
it's a human-owned business.
Fair enough. I guess.
So you see quite a mix of customers and employees.
I'll be right back.
But she said, yeah, it got it started back in the home system.
Interesting. All right. Well, let's see. It starts going through the menu. You know what I haven't had in a long time? Some chicken parm. He starts looking through and seeing if it's on the menu.
It is. It's a pretty basic dish, I guess you'd say.
Yeah. And that's
Let's
what I'm
see.
gonna get.
What would she order? What's a nice high dollar meal?
It's like she like gets this big ass ribeye.
Brontosaurus steak. Prime rib?
Yeah,
Prime rib's a good one.
You know, prime rib with a salad. You know.
As we are waiting for the food, I will just say, I will be like, so, I mean, it's nice to see, a friendly face in Citadel. Just, randomly popping in, intercepting me.
You mean a crucible?
Crucible, yes. Thinking of Mass Effect.
She's like, yeah, you know, it's a big city. You're bound to bump into somebody.
So that's just the thing. I didn't really bump into anybody. It's like everyone kind of like gave me my space for some reason.
Yeah, you're kind of a big guy. Maybe that's it.
That's fair. I guess I am kind of on the bigger side. He like looks down at his biceps.
They were afraid of these guns. She's like, yeah, that's one thing I did like about this place was that park. It's a nice place to run. You were muted. Oh.
Yeah. The park we went to is very nice. Just, good place to clear your head after a weird.
Oh, did y'all just finish up that trip where somebody poofed?
Yeah, it was a mess. We finished everything, got paid, and we were like, nope, we're done. And then we just came out of off the grid, so to speak.
Sounds like that was the last straw.
Yeah.
Had y'all had a string of bad runs?
Not necessarily a string, but we got. I like to make sure everyone decompresses after, so that so that we can come into the next one, nice and with a fresh slate.
Yeah. So what brought you out here to the boonies?
I mean, I wanted to get as far away from that debacle as we. Am I lying?
Yeah, y'all had a very specific purpose for coming out here. Did you roll deception?
Oh yeah, sorry, didn't. I wasn't holding control. I'm on push to talk because of the guy behind me. I rolled
You rolled a what now?
11.
11. Okay. Mm-hmm.
It's just one of those things where you just gotta get away, and it's just furthest place away. Just hit the crucible, hit the furthest away crucible that we.
Well, I guess it is just one jump for most places.
Yeah, that's the like.
And you get
It's
out
like
here, and you find out there's nothing here.
kind of like the nothing here to be. But it's like you with your parentals. You're as far away as possible that you can be from them when things are heated or whatever. But when you when you need to be with them, you're just one.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. So what's the rest of your crew like? She's sitting there cutting her steak up. She seems to be cutting the entire thing into bite-sized pieces before she actually starts eating.
She's that
Savage.
weirdo. She's that weirdo.
Well, that or it's just that she's talking. You're not sure which.
That's fair. Mostly, I mean, besides me, the rest of them are mostly what's the word? Wow, word escaped me. Wow, don't look at me like that, Sarah.
The rest of them are what, huh? Speak closer to the
I.
Oni, please.
I mean, they're nice folk. Um, got you always have that one person in my experience where they're just a little harder to open up than the others, but kind of you kind of work through it. I'm speaking strictly as from a counseling perspective.
So yeah, it's probably the computer nerd.
Yeah,
All
probably.
ships have a computer nerd, and they're usually the socially awkward ones.
I would like to roll insight for a very specific reason.
All right, what is that
That
specific
hit
reason?
that hit a little too close to home.
On the back on the ship, sirens going on.
Auromonto's an idiot, but he's not that stupid.
All right, I'm back.
He's not
Did I
super
miss?
bright, but he knows people.
Doesn't matter. I rolled a 4.
No, it does not matter. She rolled considerably better than that.
Like he's not the brightest guy, but like that was a
That
little
got
too-
his attention. He's like, I don't know if she, but he's like, I don't know if she meant anything about that or not.
Yeah. Uh, yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's when the people are just really busy with their work and they have their personal lives that they have to deal with, they
Yeah.
just throw themselves at their work.
Yep, the computer nerds are always like that.
I like
In my
how you repeat it.
experience, I mean.
I
I'm
like
sure
how
there's
you
exceptions.
repeat it just for Eric to hear.
Just so he knows we were talking about him while he was gone.
Thank you. My boss came in sick to work today, and I think I might have caught it.
Oh, joy.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm working
He
overnight.
specifically came over to my station and touched all my shit too.
Oh shit.
That's when you.
Uh,
That's when you next time you go in, you just send out an email to everybody in the place. If you're sick, keep your ass at home. But you're not naming
Yeah.
anybody specific. Keep your ass at home. Well, don't come
Lysol.
touch my stuff.
I mean,
I saw all the things.
I used a whole lot of hand sanitizer, made sure to wear gloves, took Clorox wipes, and like wiped down my station and
And
everything.
it wasn't enough.
Apparently not.
yeah, I've been working overnight with a crew, and like every single one of them is being like, "Oh man, I don't feel so good last night," and I'm like, "You motherfuckers!" If I
See,
get sick
they'll
on the
contaminate
weekend,
you, and then you'll go back to days and you'll spread it there.
if they get me sick before my birthday, I'm going to raise hell.
Okay, so what I'm getting so far is while I was gone, she's inquiring about computer nerds, trying to test the waters to see if I'm on the ship.
She was. Let's see. She asked him. She asked about the crew he works with. He's talking about there being one guy that from kind of a counseling point of view, has a hard time getting him to open up. And she goes, "Oh, it's probably the computer nerd. They're always socially awkward like that."
And then I rolled insight and rolled a 4.
Yeah.
So while he perks up at that question, he decided she probably didn't mean nothing by it. While
Adrian, on the
Adrian
other
and Kat sitting on the ship are like, I can only imagine. Well, I can only imagine that they're.
Cat's like hand is permanently on her face.
Yeah, the rest of the crew, they're good people. I know they mean well. And they're, we will. The last with the whole person hitting Espergenesis while we're, in transit, kind of threw everyone for a loop. So this is where we go to decompress.
I gotta imagine that's alarming for folks that haven't gone through it themselves.
Right. Sometimes some like I remember specifically we had it showed up on the VODs, and we were watching, and we were like, and I'm there because I'm an Esper, and I'm just like, oh, Esper Genesis, ran in, tried to fix the situation.
Yeah, you got to be careful. The newly, what would the term be? Newly empowered, newly awakened.
Awakened, probably.
Yeah, the newly awakened. Yeah, you got to be careful. The newly awakened can do some damage.
Yeah, but
Especially on a ship. I mean, punch a hole in the wrong wall. And...
That's true. But I'm made of tougher stock than most, so that's why I try to insert myself in before anybody else tries to get anything in.
Okay, you get through the rest of the meal without too much issue. The small talk continues. There's a few other spots where Auromonto's kind of like, I wonder if she's probing right there.
I thought for a second you were flinging your cat by her tail.
No, I'm trying to keep her distracted because she's tearing ass across the room.
Oh, okay. I just saw the flicking brown thing. It's like, are you flinging Pork Chop around by her tail?
If she keeps it up, it might cross my mind.
Catechus.
So anyway, the meal wraps up with a dessert. Trying to think of what good.
Auromonto is a man of simple comforts, and he will have a banana cream pudding. They probably don't even have bananas here. The ones with the vanilla wafers in them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ever had bread pudding? That stuff is delicious.
So you get your pudding. It's pretty good. You don't think the banana pieces are actual banana though. Probably some kind of substitute.
Whatever.
But the texture's okay and it tastes good. So. Where she has this some kind of chocolate brownie with ice cream and caramel and stuff on top of it. It's a little more elaborate.
I honestly pictured her having some sort of bizarre tiramisu ice cream.
Oh, tiramisu.
Oh, man, tiramisu.
Haven't had any of that in a long time.
Not a coffee person. It makes me angry.
I'm not a coffee person. I like tiramisu. Okay.
For the record, I have no idea what's going on over here.
Currently watching Markiplier.
Yes. I know what's going on here.
Yes. Currently, that is number 16, I think, because I recognize the worm.
That's scary that you know that.
I don't even have any idea what the show is.
Keen mind.
I play intelligence-based characters for a reason.
Fair enough. Okay. And then, so we finish desserts, and Auromonto's just sitting there and just kind of taking in the information he's been given. So I mean, what do you like doing? There's a lot of things out there, especially for someone who's spacefaring.
Well, work out a lot. Still kind of getting settled into the job. Had some new responsibilities thrown on me, so haven't had a whole lot of time for socializing lately. Seems like I've just been running around all over the place.
I can relate to that. So you just happened to run by me and you just let it happen?
It was about time I got out and did something, social.
That's fair. And I do
Between
appreciate
work
this.
here, there's been some family drama back home.
Oh, really? Yeah, just
something with work and
something going on that's
one of my cousins disappeared, so that's got everybody worried.
Oh. Huh. Is it just something that happens, or is that just
I don't know. They've got people looking for her, so clearly they're concerned too.
Fair enough.
very
Weird.
sarcastic, dry laugh from Cat back on the ship. Like, ha!
Do you have you like put out like some sort of APB, some sort of
Well,
report?
somebody. I'm sure her folks back home are handling it. I mean, they contacted me just because if I heard anything from her, to let them know.
Well, had you?
Oh
That's
no,
interesting now.
chances of her running out here are pretty slim.
That's true. Hmm. Well,
Another
I
burst of
mean,
dry laughter from Cat.
we, weirder things have happened.
Cat's just face down on the floor.
Can I make a fuck? What check would that be? I want to see if there's like any weird like body language movements. I guess that would be insight, but I mean, I already wrote. Just like weird body language as she's explaining ostensibly about Kat,
About her cousin.
about her cousin. Yes.
How much of Kat's past do you know?
Me, the player, or me, Auromonto?
Auromonto.
Okay. Uh, they went a little in depth about it. As we had our travel time.
She pretty much told him that she had left home because of she didn't like her family business, and because of some stuff that Adrian did.
Yeah.
Did she drop names?
She would have probably dropped like her family's company name.
Did she drop her real name?
Hell no. The only person on this ship that knows her real name is Adrian.
And how do you say that again?
Set Catalia Catalia Corvinus.
Catalia, okay.
I haven't used it in like how many episodes ever?
I don't know that you ever really
You
used
have
it.
never you haven't used it since I've been on. I'll put it that.
She used it once when she called in a favor to try and find frick, my brain can't remember his name.
It was during the pirate episode.
Oh, that's right. When you were looking for Danru.
Yeah, when they were trying to find
the
Danru, that's the only
investigation
time
report,
she's dropped it.
That's right, because you sent out feelers that way and on the ShadowNet.
That's really rough. I never had family, so I can't pretend to know how that feels. But I mean, I imagine it's.
She's grown. She's perfectly capable. She's older than I am, but she's perfectly capable of it. It just seemed to be so sudden.
Oh, okay. Well, that's. I mean, sometimes birdies just gotta leave the. Sometimes without telling people, I guess.
Well, the company drama that I mentioned happened about the same time, so there's some worry that it's connected.
Oh, gotcha.
Now you said you were looking for strange body language.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead and give me an insight roll.
19.
When she talks about her cousin disappearing at the same time this is going on, she tenses up. You think she is actually concerned that something may have happened to her cousin while this was going on.
Okay. Well, I mean, this has been really nice. Just a little break from the stresses that we've had in our.
So yeah, it has. It's a shame you're not hanging around any longer.
Yeah, I think we've gotten where we need to go with everybody before we head back out and try to get some less Esper-related missions out.
See, you're talking about going into the courier business, and here you are already talking about other missions. You just need a little downtime.
Yeah,
recharge your
everyone needs a
batteries.
little down. Everybody needs a little downtime.
She signals for the checks. You each get a check.
We go Dutch.
First date, man.
Yeah, of course.
And she definitely bought the more expensive stuff than you.
Absolutely. Like Auromonto, like I said, Auromonto's a man of simple pleasures.
Let's see. So, anything else you want to bring up to her on the drive back?
He'd still try to like probe about the family business and like the drama. Like not even like probing, but like just like legitimately like with a legitimate curiosity, since it's wow, that looks cool. That looks really
Auromonto
cool on my
loves
head.
drama.
No, Jeremy loves drama. Auromonto is just curious about it, seeing if there's any kind of if there's something she needs to get off her chest.
Nah. Jeremy's lying. Auromonto is in his cabin anytime there's nothing going on, watching his telenovas.
Caesar,
His Morokai
no!
telenovas. There's nothing like overly dramatic lizard people.
Oh shit. Motokai are the best emoters.
Uh-huh.
And they have to emote. They can't with the teeth and everything. They have to over emote.
Let's see. What would she tell you about? She just tells you it was somebody got in and stole some stuff. Mostly information she thinks. She doesn't know. The family didn't give her all the details. Roll me an insight.
Fair enough.
Oh, never mind.
Roll the 19 again.
She doesn't seem to know all the details.
Yeah.
She does say it's probably just some corporate espionage stuff. It's probably some other company.
Yeah,
Part of the
sometimes
drama I
these
want to
big-
get away from is all the backbiting amongst corporations, amongst different VPs in the same corporation. Who needs all that?
Sometimes these bigger business things are just like, oh, you stole a recipe from me. Oh no, now I'm ruined.
But so she pulls back up, to where to the docking bay.
The exact same spot.
More or less.
Okay. Well, this has been really nice. I appreciate this. It's I didn't realize until we started talking how much I personally needed to get some things off my chest.
Well, you're running around playing the counselor for everybody else. You need somebody to talk to.
It's very true, and I'll have to keep that in mind.
Hey, can I see the inside of your ship? I mean, don't get any ideals. I just want to see the inside. Can I just see the inside of your ship?
That's very forward, ma'am.
I said don't get any ideals.
I mean, I'm not the captain of the ship. I'm just, the counselor.
No. Who's the captain?
Damn. Good question.
Keep in mind, he wouldn't know that this is her cousin, so.
Yeah, no. Promethean, very secretive. It's a secretive type.
So many of us are.
Yeah.
I'm
not
an
me.
open book, but yeah.
You said it, not me.
Well, I can't say it'd be offensive if you said it.
Yeah, exactly. They like their secrets, so I try to respect their wishes. But I can ask.
It's not that big a deal. Big a thing.
Oh, okay.
Cat already hiding in a closet somewhere.
Low stealth.
You don't want her to try and do that. She'd just disappear.
See, I'm just picturing her cousin walking by and Cat's up on top of the bookcase.
With the sniper rifle.
I mean, we're
Yeah, but it's narrow
Only
corridor.
partially
so
wrong?
She swings out the sniper rifle and pops her with the barrel, trying to line it up.
I appreciate this. Do you have your communication number? I can, it'd be nice to.
She takes her
do it
little
again.
pad and flicks it to you. Hell yeah, if you come back to the state, if you're on the station a few more days, or you swing back by, yeah, let me know.
I think I might take you up on that. We'll see. I'll go in for like a hug and then, yeah.
Yeah, she's a hugger. No, she hugged you when she showed up, so yeah.
Yeah,
That is not
yeah.
being too forward.
We also went into like some deep topics, so I don't know. So then I'll wave goodbye and wait for the car to leave before I turn back.
The car pulls off.
Yeah. I look up at the. I don't see Yanni, but I get this weirdest sensation of being watched still.
Oh no! Once she's gone, you feel Yanni's weight settle on your head.
Oh jeez. What the Oh. Yanni?
Hello, Auromonto.
Oh. Adrian, I thought Yanni was just hanging out.
In a manner of speaking.
So is Yanni invisible at the moment?
Yes.
Or does he have to be intangible to be invisible?
He can go invisible whenever he likes. He can choose to go intangible if he so wishes.
Okay. It is two separate abilities, it's not,
Yep.
They
Two completely
both
separate
own her
abilities.
off.
He just merges into Auromonto's skull.
And then
I
goes
mean, he
solid.
could do that.
Ooh. Jesus, that's gross.
He could theoretically do that.
Wouldn't it hurt him too?
It would hurt him, but Adrian can just resummon him. And he's resistant to damage. A significant amount of it.
So, were you just watching the whole time? He's still looking at me.
Yeah.
Cat in the background. That sounded creepier than it needed to be.
From wherever she's hiding.
Face down on the floor.
Up under the console,
Shit.
Jim goes sit in the pilot's chair, and you're just kind of there on the floor.
Honestly, probably, yeah. She's probably just sitting on the floor somewhere, just like, oh.
Why don't you get back on the ship?
Why do you sound like a father who's disappointed in his son?
You have no idea the shitstorm you just walked into.
If you would tell me everything, he starts walking towards the ship.
Didn't think I had to for this.
And in swing the doors, and they probably narrowly miss Cat.
Probably. Catches the tail.
Alright, so Auromonto and Yanni have returned.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, what would Yanni have potentially stolen from the restaurant?
Holy shit! A really nice china plate.
Really nice salt and pepper shakers.
I'm thinking the salt shaker. Shiny metal on top,
No.
kind of glass.
In this case, he wouldn't have because Adrian maintained direct control the entire time.
Fair point.
This isn't something that he was letting Yanni just do.
You have no free will.
Not trust.
Control.
Not during this. Got that right.
Alright, so I'm here. Kind of weird that you're watching me, but okay, I understand the whole need to make sure I'm safe in a weird world.
It's strange.
No.
With my cousin.
What?
Yeah.
You heard me.
Of all the people in the Sol system,
Yeah,
on the complete opposite side of the galaxy,
I know.
Of all the gin joints on all the crucibles.
exactly.
It's like, trust me. I was hoping we could just like bail on like babysitting you. I don't mean it like that, but you know,
I mean, it came off like that.
not. Ugh.
You're just her precious little boy. She wants you to be safe.
We care about everyone on this ship in our own asshole ways.
They've lost one sentinel, so they're very sensitive about it. You know, how bad or a crew are they that they lose multiples of the toughest people there?
Fair.
One sentinel, 2 soldiers. Their self-confidence just couldn't take it losing another sentinel.
Someone has to soak the damage for us.
I mean, yeah.
So,
She doesn't know I'm here, so as long as I don't leave
ever.
the ship ever.
What a boring life.
Well, on this crucible.
She seemed to be looking for somebody.
I'll give you 3 guesses. The first 2 don't count.
But I guess you heard everything, so I don't have
Oh,
to repeat
yeah.
myself.
Yeah. Her family has essentially decided to sick her on me.
Okay. Not.
Is
I'm gonna say it's not like. Not the first time you've mentioned a group of people coming after you.
Yeah, she did get one bit wrong in her little tirade.
it wasn't a tirade. It was pleasant conversation.
Yeah, you heard. You evidently heard it. Don't lie about what it was.
I didn't break in. I broke out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking you'd stolen information.
Broke out. Which
Everything
means
else that I said was correct. I stole a
Fizzy
lot of
lifty drink.
information from them. I destroyed every last ounce of data that they had on it. But I didn't break in to do it.
What were you, some sort of, I don't know, prisoner, employee,
Your
indentured
first
servant?
guess was correct.
Cat now standing over by Auromonto.
Might as well go into the whole damn story. Jim!
Yo!
Get in here. Might as well go into this with you too. Don't want to say it twice.
What is this? Is this story time?
Yes, it's apparently
The one
story time.
time you're getting a story out of me.
Someone get the recorder.
I'll
Already
just
on it.
later.
Just there with a big camcorder.
Jim pulls out an old, magnetic tape recorder.
The old VHS camcorders.
I have lasers. But now he'll... Just start this with... Nothing I have told any of you has been an outright lie.
That sounds very
I
Jedi.
might have spoken in broad truths, but I never went into specifics. When I said that I had a happy life with my family, that was true. When I said that they're no longer around, that is also true. But I never told you why. There was something a bit unique about my family. Every single one of us, without fail, went through espergenesis. My father was a warrior. My mother was a melder. Both of my brothers were sentinels, and my sister was an adept. We were invited to the Corvinus estate to be interviewed by the patriarch of the family. He was curious about us and why all of us went through espergenesis. I was the only one that hadn't at the time. But given 5 of us already had, it was a pretty good idea that the 6th would too, the youngest of the family. They had a pleasant talk. I remember the meal was pretty nice. And then Kat's father asked mine a question. If he would consent to some light, non-evasive testing for the benefit of the Promethean race. My father was uncomfortable with that idea of putting his family through that. Because he had been a soldier before. He understood what that can do to people at times, how... Anyway, he told him no. Kat's father promptly shot him in the head. And then he turned to my mother and asked the exact same question, the exact same phrase, the exact same tone, as if he did not just commit murder. Understandably, she agreed to prevent the rest of us from dying. We were kept in their labs then, and the tests were a lot more than light. They wanted to understand why all of us awakened without fail. Except for me. I was their control group for these experiments, as I hadn't awakened yet. My brothers both had their rigs ripped off of them, torn out of their bodies, as they tried to heal themselves to keep the damage as light as possible, but it didn't save them in the end. My mother, she killed herself, trying to get out of the pain. My sister might as well be dead. She's the only one technically still in their labs. But that bright, inquisitive mind of hers that took everything apart and knew how it worked, it doesn't exist anymore. She's just a husk of a woman that just sits there, or lays there, depending on how they place her, and just doesn't react to anything anymore. Then it came to my turn, because I was the only one left. And that's when I awakened to my abilities to control technology. And I ripped that lab apart. Last I saw, I never saw my mother again. Disposed of her body. My brothers were each in several different labs in multiple pieces. My sister had so many wires run through her body that you could hardly tell she was Promethean anymore. So I killed my way through that lab. I got to their mainframe. I ripped every last ounce of data that they had on my family. Every experiment, every bit of research, I tore it all out in a blind rage and destroyed their systems and left nothing for them to profit off of the research they did on my family to try to induce espergenesis in others. Because that's what the Corvinus family wanted from my family's biology. They wanted to sell an artificial way to awaken espers. After all, what government wouldn't pay entire planets worth of ransom for that?
Jim kind of nods his head. Every rich family would want it for their children.
Cat caught me as I was leaving. This was after Joe shot me in the leg, but it was a grazing wound, nothing that hampered my ability to run. I got very lucky. It was Cat that caught me. She helped smuggle me off the station. Came with me as we fled. And that's why her family's after me. Because they want their control group back. They want their research back that they tore a family apart for. And as
Cat
far
turns
as
around and leaves.
he just watches her leave for a second before his eyes look straight at Auromonto. And as far as I'm concerned, Cat is the only good member of their family. And as he stands up, his power's like flickering because he's so angry. Like the ship probably starts to flicker as well, just because of the technology combination to it.
Comparatively, Auromonto's rig just like undulates very serenely. It's like calming lights.
Christmas tree calming lights.
Yeah,
You want to know why? You asked me why before. Why I hold
constantly.
my secrets. Why I keep things to myself.
Yeah.
It's because I learned when I was a child you can trust no one.
Point at Cat as she's walking. You trust her.
Yeah,
Ostensibly, you trust me.
and she earned it. I'm telling you this to warn you.
Of?
The woman you just went on a date with.
Okay.
Jim says his coffee down. Shit. I know why you. Now I really understand why you're so pissed at me.
He just looks at Jim, and the grin on his face probably goes past pleasant. Yeah.
It's that customer service grin.
Basically. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to go out in space and brood for a while. He'll activate his atmospheric adaptation on himself and portal out into space outside the Crucible. And he'll just float out there for a while. Until someone probably forcibly hauls him back in. Because, patrols.
Just like
Sir, step back inside the crucible.
This is really off-putting for us. Every time you do this, it's the same guy every time.
Like the same poor patrol guy.
As I assume I see a giant portal and he goes up.
There might be a brief suction of the vacuum of space hitting, but it closes up very quickly.
Yeah. He looks up and says, "Well," you hear on the comms, "Well, I appreciate your trust in me with this. I know that couldn't have been easy to say. You ready to come back down? We'll leave immediately."
Yanni's still in there. He'll let me know when you're ready to go.
Alrighty. Cat?
She has walked completely off the ship.
Jim kind of
It's
puts his
gonna
hand on your
go-
shoulder and you start calling for Kat. She probably needs a minute too.
All right. Well, I'm gonna
Shit, I think we need. I think the two of us probably need a minute.
hit a bar.
Probably where you'll find Cat.
Well, I was gonna go grab some good stuff I got stashed in my room, but
I mean, do you want to drink by yourself in your captain's quarters, or do you want to hit a bar with me?
yeah, let's go hit a bar.
Okay. We'll go
The
to
big warning behind you.
Yeah, I know. I gotta. He's leaving in like 10 minutes, and he never turns off the switch.
You're good.
Really,
It just made me chuckle.
it's very fitting for right now.
Warning.
Mm-hmm.
Warning, bad crap. All right, so Kat, where are you going as you head out of the ship?
Mask on. Jacket with the hood up. She's gonna go find a bar.
Let's see, just a minute or two behind you, Jim and Auromonto exit.
Enter. Oh, I see what you mean.
You know, Jim leads you out to the street. He waits for a little bit, and a car pulls up. One of the station taxi types. He had
Okay.
basically he'd called a cab.
Okay. I mean, I don't need this. I'm just gonna do it again. I can do it to you too if you want. If you want to just get rid of the, intoxication.
Let me get drunk for a little while first.
Yeah, of course. That's the whole point. But none of the bad things.
Oh yeah. When I wake up tomorrow, I might hit you up for that. He asked the cab driver, where the best dive bar in the station is. Kat winds up finding something a little more middle of the road. How does she drink with her mask on?
She'd probably wait till there's like a dark enough corner with the hood up still and everything, and then drink.
Emergency induction port.
Emergency induction port.
Emergency induction port.
Or a bendy straw that can go under the mask?
Yeah. Or just lift it up just enough to take a couple sips, put the mask back.
No,
It's a high-tech
be tough.
mask.
Drink your shots of whiskey through a bendy straw.
It's a big one.
Nobody in the bar knows what to make of it.
It's one of the ones that are made like glasses.
She's drinking the rough stuff, but I don't know.
And she'll probably stay there until they close up and then stumble her ass back to the ship.
Not that I'm asking you for any particular reason,
Okay.
but how often do you have to lock the ship down? All right, how often does Adrian have to lock the ship down?
The ship is permanently locked down.
Okay.
Esper Genesis has some really OP stuff.
Yeah, his power makes it to where it's permanently locked down until he says otherwise.
Okay. Just checking. No particular reason.
Uh-huh.
We're on the wrong side of town. It's gonna be on cinder blocks later.
Well, you know there's
The
probably
engines are
something
gone.
suspicious about this woman, and she knows where your ship is, so
Yeah.
if everybody leaves the ship,
Yanni's there. It's fine.
Yanni's there, the dog is there, 2 of the assault
The
drones
Killbots
are there.
Hull is there.
Hull is there.
Hull technically is there, yeah.
I just picture him playing with his killbots while we're having all this exposition.
He's really absorbed in some research he's been working on. We didn't
Yeah,
want to
I guess.
interrupt him.
I wish he'd been here just for the similarity, the similarity of origins there.
Yeah. I
Yeah, his is a
kind of
little
hoping
different
it
because
would
he
be.
was created as a test subject. But
Yeah.
also, now that I think about it, also in an attempt to figure out how to induce espergenesis.
Mm-hmm.
Very common theme among y'all.
And that was what the human traffickers were doing.
Mm-hmm. It's almost
They
like
were,
it's
they
almost
were,
like this
they were
campaign
doing it
has
in a very,
theme or something.
back-assward way. But
Yeah.
We've got to get the same kind of theme going on the next campaign.
I'm not. I'm gonna be obtusely different.
yeah.
Oh,
Just if I
God.
can get some suggestions for the next campaign.
You've
Pick a
got
system.
like
You
5.
got like 20 of them.
Pick
Roll
a
dice.
system. We'll all play it.
At this point, since I've played with 2 different game systems with you, I trust your ability to make it enjoyable.
Yeah.
Pick whichever one you're gonna have the most fun torturing us with.
Over the next couple of days, I may put up 4. I may do like we did last time. Put up 4 or 5 options.
Okay.
Yeah.
Straw poll.
Campaign name, system, 2 or 3 line blurb on what roughly what it's about.
Okay.
That'll work.
That sounds like an easy way to do it.
I did just get the Prince Valiant RPG the other day. You don't use dice though; you flip coins.
Oh God.
I have a D2 from Kraken Dice for that.
It's very designed for like beginners kind of thing, but it's kind of neat looking.
You permanently have a 50% chance to do something really cool or fuck right the fuck up.
You flip multiple die or multiple coins, so it's kind of a dice pool. If the dice were all D2s.
Fair.
I have Tales from the Loop just on standby, just if anybody wants to run that through with me. It's great.
What's that now?
I have Tales from the Loop. It's like Stranger Things, but with sci-fi.
And that's a Powered by the Apocalypse, right?
No, it's not Powered by the Apocalypse.
Oh, okay.
There's
Anyway.
the warning sign again.
Back to this. Okay,
Again, right on time.
This is kind of a GM's dream because the party is entirely split up. Nobody is really paying attention to their surroundings.
I would say, after a good few hours of drinking and shooting the shit with Jim, I would send Jim back to the. Me and Jim would go back to the ship. I know, Kat's going to be where she is for a while. I don't know
Yeah.
where she is. But
If only you had a few hours.
Yeah.
Adrian's out in the middle of space, so
I get the
That
sense
means
that,
ships can
you know,
show up.
it's true. But how many ships would show up when there's defense forces there?
Depends on how bribed those defense forces are. You are out in the boonies.
I'd say we would, Jim and I would go drinking for a while, and then at the appropriate time before closing, we would leave, and when they kick, and I would send Jim into his room, and then I would wait out for
Yeah.
Kat.
Let me cut you off there because something happens while y'all are at the bar.
Of course.
I need not insight, but perception checks from Kat at disadvantage because you've been drinking heavy for a while now, for a little bit now.
Mm-hmm.
From Jim and Auromonto at disadvantage because you've been drinking for a bit. And from
Still
Yanni,
not
who has
bad.
not been drinking, so he is not at disadvantage.
Okay.
I mean, 15 ain't bad for being drunk.
No, 15.
I
is
also
not
rolled
bad.
15 for being drunk.
Honey.
And
Natural
God, natural
20.
Wow.
Yanni.
Yanni
Yanni.
with our eyes.
Yanni balling, apparently. He's having fun on the ship.
Yanni's just quietly rearranging everything like 2 inches to the left and the right.
Probably.
and Jim rolls a 1.
Oh, Jimbo.
Jim's just wasted.
Well, Jim feels bad about the story he's just heard, and now he realizes how badly he probably hurt Adrian, and Adrian's just not the sort to let that kind of information out.
Mhm.
He is putting together this plan that the drunker he gets with Auromonto. We need to all get together in the morning and just kind of ambush hug him.
I know.
Let him know we're there for him.
I mean, you saw him teleport. He could just do that.
Yeah. It's the thought that counts.
I know, and it's a good thought, but we'll shelve it for when you're sober, and we'll think on it again.
I might miss if I tried it right now.
Yeah. No, we'll think about that again when you're a little more in your faculties.
All right, so you got a 15. All right, both of y'all got 15s. Jim failed completely.
Yes.
Both of y'all got 15s. Let's see, 173.
I will say she would be keeping kind of a side eye out. She doesn't think it's somewhere her cousin would go because it's not really a classy bar. But she's just that she now knows her cousin is here. She's keeping a special eye out.
Auromonto,
Hello.
you notice three armored, well-armed men enter the bar.
Are they as well armed as I am?
Actually, let's see. They've got long blades.
Which they have to sheath because
One of them's got a long blade out. The other two have heavy pistols.
Okay.
Let's see.
Splitting the party was a great idea, guys.
They are
We should do it more
clearly
often.
wearing some kind of armor, but they don't seem to actually tell me what kind it is.
Mm-hmm.
Centurion, maybe? It's in parentheses behind the AC. So
Does it say heavy or medium? That might help.
it just says Centurion.
Oh. Well,
And the other guy on the
I-
page says a medium trooper. So Centurion is probably some specific type of armor.
Yeah. Okay. I see some. He's like straight up blade out and pistols out.
Kat, you don't realize anything's going on until you feel something kind of cold and hard pressing to your back.
Are we in the same bar?
No, different bars.
Okay, I was gonna say.
And you hear a woman's voice that you recognize behind you.
It's who she thinks it is, isn't it?
You bitch! I thought the lab rat had killed you, but you grabbed him and ran off.
Doesn't say anything. Takes another sip through the crazy curly straw of her whiskey.
What is he your boy toy? Are you planning to sell him to another family? What the hell? And with every word, she's basically taking the pistol and poking you in the back. She's talking.
Nice to see you too, Joe. How's things?
Oh, they're great. I've been having to run around in the goddamn boonies, looking for this pair of D-bags that I thought had killed my cousin.
Hey, you're looking at one of the D-bags.
Yeah, I know that now.
What do you want? I'm busy getting inebriated. If you're gonna shoot me, just shoot me.
Oh, don't tip me. I'm seriously thinking about it. Where's your boy at? I'm taking him back.
I don't know. I walked out once we found out what the family was doing to him.
What? They were doing some research on him, and then he went nuts and killed everybody.
Yeah, well, family shit. Dad especially. Have you seen him lately?
Oh, not since I got sent out to find you two.
Next time you see him,
Well,
give
to
him
find you
regards.
two and find out what happened to you. Since we didn't realize you were one of the two I was out looking for.
Clearly, their intel is slipping.
Let's see. Cutting back to the ship. So I imagine Yanni wandering the ship like a house cat, just wanders around the house.
Pretty much, yeah. Just
Uh,
doing his own thing.
He wanders into your room and sees a small. Let's see. What would this one look like? These things can look like anything.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be back in a sec.
Okay. Uh, it looks kind of like a bird, but it's got a metallic sheen to it. And it's like gathering up, it's like gathering up data pads and just miscellaneous crap from around your room that might, anything that looks like it might store information.
Okay. Yanni will ping Adrian. Adrian blinks. And sighs.
Oh. Let me see if it notices Yanni.
Yanni's invisible.
Listen, did we decide whether or not... Did we ever say whether or not the Sense Espers thing works on Yanni?
I'm not sure.
He's not technically an Esper.
Well, it's Esper abilities and I think class features may factor in. Oh, whatever.
I mean, it's an ability inherent to him, being what he is.
But anyway, it's gathering up, your data pads and whatnot.
Okay.
Does Yanni do anything, or does he just watch to see what it's doing?
Which data pads is it grabbing?
What would you have laying out on your workbench or whatever?
The data pads that has all the sensitive stuff on it, he keeps on him at all times.
So they're out in space with you.
They're out in space with me. The stuff he has in his room is just miscellaneous things like books, things of that nature.
So
like
nothing
there'd be
sensitive.
one, there'd be one on the nightstand. There might be one or two sitting on the dresser somewhere.
Okay. But it's not like he's gonna get any sensitive information doing this.
No. Adrian's policy is everything super sensitive that he can't even trust to a data pad stays in his head. That's all the major stuff, like the stuff with the Primorans and the research that the Corvinus family did on him. Like some of the stuff that they found, some of the research the group has gone and done, that stays on data pads on his person at all times. And then nonsensical stuff is on data pads elsewhere.
Okay. So if Yanni does not interfere, if you don't choose to do anything, it grabs whatever data pads are laying out in the open. It gathers all of them up and then blinks out.
Okay. Adrian will just sigh. And he will mentally start tracing the trackers he has on those data pads.
They ping to a restaurant, kind of on the docking bay, kind of fast food sort of thing.
Okay.
That's close by.
Yanni will leave the ship, phase through the wall, and head there, following the trackers.
Mm-hmm. He gets to the equivalent of McDonald's.
Mm-hmm.
And finds the data pads in the trash can.
Okay.
It takes him a couple minutes to get over there.
Yeah, Yanni will gather them up and blink back to the ship with them.
Some of them have got ketchup on them. They've had food thrown on top of them.
It's fine. He can clean it off. And then he will just roll his eyes to himself and warp back into the ship. Back into his room, where Yanni will appear next to him. And he will clean off the data pads and put them back. And then we'll stay in the ship.
All right, Auromonto, what do you do when you see these three men walk in?
I will say he'll stay in the ship unless somebody sounds the alarm to have him come help.
Do they appear to be looking away from us, like trying to just kind of like scope in the room?
They walk in, they scan the room real quick. One of them makes kind of a placating motion to the bartender, who's looking very concerned and has like put his hands up under the bar. I shouldn't say placating; it's more like
Be cool.
bartender
Don't fucking-
pulls
don't-
his hands
don't-
back out. But when the other two are scanning the room, and when they hit you and Jim, they lock on.
Regenerative force, fucking ready. All right, let's do this.
Oh, drunk off. All right, or sober on.
So drunk off. Let's do this. And he pulls out his grand blade. All right, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this.
Jim's like, what?
Stay
Ah,
there,
crap!
Jim.
Can we not drink
I
in
got
peace?
this. No, Jim. I got this. Go to the ship. Don't be followed. Stay there. Actually, just stay there. And I'm holding
He like slides off the
Jim's like
stool,
back and forth.
now he's struggling to get back up on the stool. You know what? I'm just gonna duck behind the bar.
Yeah,
He
do
shouts down to the bartender. You don't mind if I duck behind the bar, do you?
that.
I'm in no position to shoot. Crap! I don't even have my gun on me.
All right, guys. What do you want? You want money? I don't have money. I don't really have kibbles on me. I don't keep that stuff on me. You want my armor? Because you're gonna have to fight me for it. What's going on here?
They're like, "Where's the female?"
Females? There's a lot of females. Be more specific.
And the
man.
cybermancer. The two in the masks. Where are
Thank
they?
you. I don't know. I went to my own bar. I don't know. Look, you are very, very quickly draining my patience. I don't give a shit if you're pointing a gun at me.
They don't seem afraid of you when you pop the sword, but you can see in
I'm
their
afraid
face.
of them.
You can see in their face their level of kind of alertness and,
The level of
reasonable
what, sorry?
concern. But these guys strike you as being, veterans.
Okay. Auromonto doesn't know what that means.
Oh, not veteran like that is a particular. I'm just these guys seem experienced.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So when you pop
Jeremy
all
knows
that, it's
what
like,
you
oh, we know what this is.
Adjust strategy.
They don't freak out, but it's like, oh, okay.
Well, they would have seen the grand blade just come out of my hand and then I grab it and
Who knows what else he's hiding in there?
The guy with the sword out, he's like, what would he tell his men? Steady. We were told he was an Esper. I'm not sure if you had told anybody specifically that you were a Sentinel, just that you were an Esper.
Me glad Adrian specifically told Auromonto that he's warning him about this lady now.
Yeah, no, that's why Auromonto's a little more hardened and ready for this. A little bit.
Gentlemen, we need to bring the two of you in for questioning.
For questioning.
You're not who we're actually looking for. I assure you,
Okay.
if you cooperate, you will not be
Look,
harmed or be released. We have no
You're-
interest in you, really.
You're literally pointing your long blade and your guns at me. I don't really
You are
believe
traveling
you.
with some very dangerous individuals.
So are you. You're pointing guns at me.
He's got a point. I'm just hearing like that pause in Jason's that meme of "Look here, you little shit."
Everybody else in the bar is starting to kind of get up and back out. The
For a
bartenders-
dive bar, there's a lack of other people with guns here.
Oh, plenty of people have put their hands on their guns, but these heavily armored guys, they're not looking at me.
Yeah, pretty much.
The people they're looking
are.
at aren't regulars. I don't know them. They ain't from around here.
Fair.
They
All
brought
I'm
this
saying-
trouble here. I'm just gonna
Yeah, yeah.
ease on out.
Fair enough. Fair. I did bring that.
Alright, I'm about to go on out here.
I'm a head out.
One guy slips out with his mug. I bring it back tomorrow.
So this is how this is gonna work. I'm like 5 feet in front of them at this point. You're going to walk back. You're going to just. You didn't see me. I'm not going to do anything to you. You're going to just go back. Tell them. I don't give a shit what you tell them. But I've had a pretty shitty day. I've had a pretty shitty week, and I'm not gonna just be called in for questioning because you're nobody to me. You don't look like the fucking guards here.
My first date ever ruined.
So just turn back around, and and my undulation where it was calm around Adrian, trying to be calm, it is flaring.
I wonder if undulate is one of those words like moist that creeps people out.
It is my word of the day.
What about a moist undulation?
Mm,
I'm
no.
honestly just impressed that someone has managed to use the word undulation as a description of what the hell's going on.
It's usually where it was with Adrian. It was like a calm, flashing blue. It is fierce blue, and the orbs that are around Auromonto's rig are like also tense.
You
So-
can use that word to describe how his lights do on his rig fairly regularly.
Yeah.
Fairly often, I
Yeah.
should say.
Yeah,
My
I've
brain
used
might
it.
not
I
have
have just
registered, I
used it.
guess.
I have just used it 3 times today. So.
Yes, today has been, a bumper crop of undulation today.
Yes. So like the lights are actually getting kind of almost like bright, and he's holding up his grand blade. So like, I mean, this is up to you guys at this point. Like, I've not had a great day, a great week. So you guys just turn back around. I'm not gonna do anything to you, but you're gonna bring this on yourself one way or another. I can roll intimidation for that if you want.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me intimidation.
Trying to be intimidating. Can I use my strength? It's the same score. I just wanted to do it for fun. Or it's the same. It's the same number.
Yeah, go ahead then. It don't matter.
That is a 13. Oh wait, no, let me see. Yeah, it's a 13.
Suplex one of them.
One of them looks pretty freaked out. You said you got a total of a what?
13.
13. All right, that one's fine. And then the boss man. Yeah, boss man's definitely okay. So you've got one rattled. If he chooses to attack you this round, he'll be at disadvantage. And I do not have a bar map handy.
I'm 5 feet in front of them. What are they gonna do? Two of them are gonna try walking back, and I'm gonna hit them with opportunity attacks. So
Well, you said you got it from the bar, not that you had necessarily walked up to him.
no, I
That he was
I
5
did
feet
say
in
I
front
was
of the
like
boss guy's
within
face.
5 feet of.
Oh,
Within
okay.
5 feet of
My
them.
apologies.
That's why I'm asking to roll intimidation because I'm bright lights in front of them.
Right up in this dude's face. Go, listen here, motherfucker.
Disco rave lights.
The one that looks freaked out starts to back up away from you.
Mm-hmm.
Not like a full movement, like,
Yeah, no. I just picture them like right by the door when they see me, and then I just walk towards them.
The guy already holding his sword is like, hard way then.
You're gonna regret that. And initiative, I guess.
Alright, go ahead and roll. And then before we actually do anything combat-wise, we will cut back over to Cat.
Yes.
Oh, I guess I need to throw down some tokens.
Yeah, that might help.
Not going to switch over to a map view because there's not a
It's
lot
zero,
of
mine was fine.
tactical anything going on.
It's
I
a
swing at him.
brawl.
It's basically do I expend a spell slot for divine strike, and that's it.
Ouch. That's all I have to say to that is ouch.
To which the answer may be yes a few times. We'll see.
Yeah, I guess so.
Alright, there's a trooper, there's a trooper, there's a trooper. So we'll give Auromonto a turn. Alright, Auromonto, what did you get for your initiative?
I got a 13. I'll add it.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I did not get a 13. I got a 7.
Okay, Boss Man, got a 23 total.
Okay.
Freaked Out Guy, got a 21.
Bossman's the guy with the. Bossman's the guy with the long blade, right? Yes, no, maybe.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
I mean, they are all armed more or less the same. He's the one that's got his blade out. The other two had pistols out.
Okay.
Alright. So, clearly, there is moving in to be an attack here. You got the two that are right up on you, and then the one guy that had withdrawn, which is essentially going to be his turn this round. Or his action this round.
Cool.
Cutting back over to the slightly nicer bar.
Company shit, though.
Do it now.
The company in it, though, is shit.
You and your cousin got along fine when y'all were younger.
Yeah.
Truthfully, y'all got along fine when you were older.
My opinion,
Yeah,
I think
but-
it's
You know,
against
she
the
was
law.
best of a bad lot sort of thing, you know.
Still, she's not thrilled to see any of her family this far out.
You know, and you can tell that she is pissed, partly because she was indeed worried about you. And that doesn't mean she's not pissed enough to go ahead and shoot you. Yeah.
Yeah, she's still.
Yeah, that's
she's
up in
still
the air.
family.
You're not really sure. Let's see. What was the last thing? She was poking you in the back,
Yeah.
talking about, is he a boy toy? Did you take him to sell to somebody else? You shot back at her, or you mentioned something about your father, asked if she knew what they were doing to him, and she had said, yeah, he was having some tests done or something, and he freaked out. And then killed a bunch of people in the lab. What made you do it? What made you run?
Just tired of it. They hoard all of it, all the knowledge and everything, all of the medications, everything, and sell it for a king's ransom, and the people that need it can't afford it. I'm tired of it. I don't.
Yeah, survival
If
of the
they want,
fittest.
they want an heir. My brother's more than capable of playing that role.
Yeah, he won't do his
Any
job.
of the
as you know.
four. I don't want the job.
What do you want to do? Run around doing merc work? Run around hiding from your family the rest of your life?
It's worked so good. So far, so good. I've met some interesting people. Had some fun times.
Look. Apparently, your friend, I don't know,
I don't either at this point,
wiped a
honestly.
bunch of information on his way out.
Yeah, he told me that much. I didn't
Does
know
he
what
have a copy
information.
of it? Does he still have a copy of it?
I didn't even know the family had him until about 40, since I left the ship. I didn't know what they were doing to him. I didn't know jack squat. He keeps a lot of stuff close to the chest, so if he has that information, I doubt he has it anywhere on a data pad. If that's what you're asking.
Look, hand him over.
Yeah,
And
no, that's not happening.
Look, I'm trying to find a way to let you be.
I'm not handing anyone on my ship over. You want to take me back? Fine, take me back. I'm not letting take anyone from the ship.
All right, come on.
Finishes her whiskey, takes the curly straw, and she'll follow.
When you get them in her around, you see that in addition to your cousin, there are two Bachorta. You know, they stayed at the
And those
entrance.
guys.
Yeah, they're cheap local mercenaries. I didn't know what sort of conversation we were going to wind up having. I didn't know if I wanted anybody from the company here. I sent them after your buddies that went to the other bar.
Call them off. I'm coming with you.
They've got orders not to harm them.
Call them off, or we fight right here. You've known me long enough.
Roll me a persuasion.
Oh, come on! Like I have an 8 in that I always roll just crap and persuasion.
Alright, and let's see, her stats are on... Ooh. Alright, so she got a 13 total.
Still beats an 11.
Oh, that's right, because you're still drunk. I wasn't thinking
And she doesn't get advantage on persuasion or anything.
Oh, that's right, that you rolled.
Wait,
that's
would
right. You would have to take the first one.
Logical thought for the Promethean power counteract any drunkenness.
What is the Promethean power?
Advantage on saving throws against... Oh no, it's a skill check, never mind. It was going to be advantage on saving throws against mind-altering or hallucinatory effects caused by toxins or Esper powers.
Alcohol would be a toxin in this. So you probably wouldn't... You might not have been drunk.
Still. She got an 11.
Look, they're going to bring them back to the ship. You know, I don't think they're involved. I've spent some time talking to your security guy.
Auromonto. If you're going to take him out on a date, at least remember his name.
I remember his name, even though it's hard to pronounce. You know, I don't think he was involved. By our research, he didn't join up with your crew until, you know, much later. You know, your pilot's the hired help. I don't care about him. We're just going to ask him a few questions. What they know about Adrian.
He keeps it all close to the chest. They don't know much of anything.
Well, maybe Adrian has checked in with them. Maybe they can give us some information on where Adrian is at.
Really.
She's going to try this intimidation bullshit again, and this time she's going to activate Proton Blade. First time she's ever used that. Just leave him alone. I'm the one you want. I mean, Jim is a great guy, but he's occasionally dumb as a hammer. He's probably drunk off his ass at this point.
He is in fact drunk off his ass at this point.
Alright, so you pop the proton blade basically as an intimidation tactic?
Yeah. She's like, you know me long enough to know.
Roll intimidate with advantage.
Ooh. I didn't get any.
It's not gonna really help. It's only a 1. 17.
Oh, she is, that dice rolled me a 20 for somebody's initiative, and now it is rolling me single digits. This is not good.
Oh, this is great.
$20. 20.
20 inside, so... 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 And you see the
Sure.
Pachorta guys kind of tense up with their weapons. She's like,
Sure,
all right,
dear old
fine.
dad will love to see me. I'm
Fine.
sure he'll find creative ways to ask me questions, so let's just get this over with.
You're his baby girl. He won't be as creative as he could be.
Yanni's
I
the
mean,
baby.
as long as you answer fairly quickly. She gets on her comms. All teams report back to the ship.
Just like this, I'm about to like swing out one of them.
Uh, disregard. Let's see. Abort capture of targets 3 and 4.
What number was I? Please tell me I'm like number 1.
You were 2.
In my heart.
We didn't really know who you were other than an accomplice. I mean, prior to, you know.
How did you figure it out? I mean, I've got the mask on and everything. Just professional curiosity.
I've got a cyber ghost working for me. He had his little, oh crap! What do you call those things Johnny are? Like Johnny is?
Power sprite.
Yeah, he had his power sprite on your ship. You should really wear your mask on a ship.
Yeah, well, you know, at home, mask comes off, bra comes off.
Those are the rules, yes.
Home is where the mask ain't.
On a ship full of just men.
Your mind really had to go there. I mean, that was his first date. That was a really shitty first date for a guy. Come on, man. You could have done better. Give him a kiss or something.
I thought I might have to wind up killing him later, you know. Didn't want to get too attached. And, you know, they're marching you out. Bar fight.
Put the proton blade away.
Alright, so we're at the bar fight.
I imagine it's a couple turns before they're like, okay, back
It
up.
is.
Yeah.
The leader was like, so the leader was like, alright, hard way then.
Get a few swings in.
He goes first in the initiative order.
Sure. Come at me.
And he does. He just kind of comes up. Let's see. Oh. Let's see. Just a second. Let me flip back to the right page. Alright. So, first attack, long blade. Does a 23 hit you?
Yes, it does. Just a 23 to hit. It's not 23 damage.
Still, damn.
8 points of damage.
Reduced by 3 to 5. Unless you're going to tell me your blade's magical.
There are no magical weapons in this game. There are forged weapons.
Okay, unless you're going to tell me the weapon is forged.
No. They've got decent equipment, but not quite that fancy.
Family's cheap.
For his second attack, does an 18 hit you?
Just barely.
8 points of damage.
Okay.
For his third attack,
Oh, shit. Let's go.
does a 5 hit you?
Negative.
You're up natural one, so anyway. When he
Good shot, the
moves, he
blade.
comes at you a lot faster than you were expecting. He manages to tag you twice before you manage to react and get back.
Faster than I thought you were. I'm not going to make that mistake again.
Next up is the soldier that had kind of freaked out.
Sure. He's backing up.
Yeah, his action this round, it was basically withdrawal.
Is he using his movement? Or is he disengaging?
He is disengaging.
Okay. 'Cause I was absolutely going to swing at him.
The other one has his pistol out and just takes 2 shots at you. Or,
Okay.
excuse me, not 2 shots, 3 shots at you.
Is there some sort of like equivalent to crossbow mastery where if they're like close to me that they have the roll with disadvantage?
Yes, there is.
Okay.
I remember that feat because I was looking at it earlier.
They're all by presumably like the door. So if he has to back up, I'm swinging at him.
Well, they had walked in a little ways into the. It's like you
Yeah,
met
I
them
was
halfway,
right.
sort of thing.
Yes, and I was in front of them the whole time.
Oh, well, let's see. A 6 isn't going to hit you.
No,
A 9 isn't going to hit you.
no,
And I'm betting a 15 isn't going to hit you.
it isn't.
But he lights up that bar, the wall behind you. You hear bottles
Pew, pew,
shattering.
pew.
Bartender's just cussing.
It's on the fritz again. God damn it.
The leader's just kind of like, might as well be fighting this fight alone.
We can do that if you want.
Auromonto.
All right. All right. Well, nothing. Auromonto likes more than a good sword fight, so he's gonna just come at him with the grand blade. The dude with the long blade.
Hmm.
Fucking A. That is. That's cock. I'm sorry. Fuck this.
Worse?
Am I going
No.
to have to make you start using the dice roller?
I'm using roll 20. What happened is I
that's
rolled.
good.
I rolled and it fell off the dice tray and went down to the floor. I'm using roll 20. I'm back.
Well, and that's 20.
Alright, so that's a crit.
Would you like to divine strike that?
I would.
Do you have to
I
declare that
will-
before you roll, or can you do it after?
I do not have to declare it before I roll. I don't think.
If it works the same as the paladin ability, is you can do it any point during the attack,
Okay.
as long as you can confirm it hits.
And
Yes.
more than likely, it's based on the paladin ability. So
It's literally paladin. Yeah.
Yeah, so all he has to do is go, oh, he crits. I would like to do this, so I can double it too.
The
I would like
balance.
to make his day really suck.
The balance is you're dropping a spell slot.
Yeah.
Yes,
Go
you
ahead.
have to burn a spell slot to do it.
So I'm gonna expend a level 2 tech slot to do that. What is it? 2d8 plus 1d8 per level.
So 6d8 damage all told.
Yes. So I'm gonna roll that. That's 9, and then
It's 18, actually.
correct. 18 plus an additional 22.
So
Now, when you were
40
saying
damage.
6 dice, though, was that with his regular weapon damage as well?
Regular weapon damage is 18 slashing from the crit, and then the 22 is from radiant damage.
All right, so 18 and 22. Woo!
And I'm gonna do it again.
You have carved into him pretty good. He looks quite
Nate's not gonna
startled.
do it.
No, Nate is not going to do it.
As I swing the second time, I'm just like, I warned you, and he's gonna like fucking like this and miss.
Well,
He's
you
holding
come
it
up and he just kind of you're coming in kind of high, and he manages to deflect it up with the sword.
Okay. I
He,
warned you.
He gives you a very respectful nod, and then he strikes, kind of, and goes into a guard.
Yeah.
I see you're a swordy sword, too.
All right, so it's his go. He moves in close.
Okay.
Clearly trying to nullify the kind of reach advantage a greatsword would have in real life.
Theoretically.
That's when you just grab it by the handle near the blade and just use it as a longsword. Because they are built to do that.
Yep. You grab it like that.
Yeah.
Pull him in real close and punch him.
That's how you had to do it with plate to get through plate mail.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so he's coming at you with the slicing and the dicing.
Mm-hmm.
Natural 20 on one of them,
Okay.
then a 9 and a 14.
Natural 20 obviously hits, but the other two miss.
So that doubles his damage. Let's see, so 2, 3, 5. 5 points of damage.
Reduced
On
to 3.
the suckiest crit that I think I've rolled this campaign.
Crit reduced to 2 damage.
He rolled a 1 on one of the dice and a 2 on the other one.
Heavy armor,
That's
heavy
rough,
armor
bro.
master, guys. Heavy armor master.
Oh,
Yeah.
I better check and see if he's got that. He does not.
I'll say it would only count for that 18.
Let's see. The other guy.
I mean, he just saw me chunk into his captain.
Yeah, and then his captain got in there, you know.
He poked me.
So the slightly freaked out guy starts to kind of scoot along the walls.
Mhm.
Give me an insight check.
Sure. Oh, I just used roll 20 now. Fucking, my dice have failed me today.
As this guy's kind of double moving along the wall.
15.
You realize that he's sliding along the walls, kind of, you know, like I said, he's spinning this around, double moving.
Trying to flank.
Either he's flanking you or he's going around for Jim. You're not sure.
Okay.
I mean, Jim is behind you, so he could just be flanking you, but
Jim's behind the bar.
Jim's
yeah, which is still
Jim's
further back
the bar
behind
with
Auromonto.
Okay.
From from the
Yeah.
Okay.
where this guy.
He'd probably have to take another round to get that way. So Auromonto will keep that in the back of his head.
It's not a huge bar. With him double moving, he would be on Jim next round.
Okay.
But it would take, basically take another, it would take the full round without him being able to act once
Yeah.
again.
He has to take the long way so he doesn't take an opportunity attack. I get it.
And then the other fella unloads on you with his pistol again.
Try.
And a 16 is the highest he rolls.
No.
Clearly, he's being careful not to hit his boss. That's obviously what it is.
Really careful. He loves his
Very, very
boss.
careful.
Really careful.
Huh, we had a bot.
We had one of those last night too. I noticed.
Well, I give this one.
Yeah.
I give this one points. It identifies itself as a bot, basically, so
Yeah.
it's at least honest.
Points for being honest.
Fair
Still go to
enough.
hell. Go to robot hell where you belong.
All right, let's see here. Where was that? Oh yeah, he'd taken all 3 of his shots. None of them hit. Auromonto.
I'm gonna keep going. Swinging at the cap.
Okay, give me a roll.
11 and 16.
A 16 will not hit.
Okay.
You just get 1 attack?
I get 2 attacks.
Okay.
I rolled an 11 and a 16.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It's separated them funny on mine for some reason, but I see now.
Mm.
All right, the boss man got a 22, which I know will hit,
Yes.
and the 15 was the next highest, and so I know it won't hit.
Yeah. So he's chunk. He's
3
tickling
points
me.
of damage,
Wait. Reduced to 0? Question mark?
minimum of 1. Pretty sure it's a minimum of 1.
Doesn't say.
Does it reduce it to
While
0?
you're-
Or does it reduce it to a point something?
It says while you are wearing heavy armor, any bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing damage you take from mundane weapons is reduced by 3.
Okay, yeah, 0 then. I thought it was one of those where it was like cutting it in half or something.
You know in Fire Emblem where that one famous Fire Emblem comic where they stab into Hector and he's just like no damage.
Doesn't he like walk closer too?
He gets closer. That's
It
exactly
stabs
what Auromonto
right
does.
through him. It's like no damage. Just, like grabs it. Just.
That's exactly what's going on right now. Auromonto, he like takes the hit like a champ, and the Auromonto just like gets almost forehead to forehead with him.
All right, the next guy, he gets around to Jim with his gun out, but takes his whole action.
Yeah.
And the Guy bringing up the round. He gets 2 18s and then a single digit.
18's hit.
Oh, good. Let's see. Heavy pistol does a D8.
Okay.
So that's 2 of those. 4 points of damage
Oops, that's 1 point. I'm
and
mathing.
10 points of damage.
What the fuck? That escalated quickly.
One dice was a 1, one dice was a 7. It happens. And it's your go.
Going at this guy again. I'm gonna keep going. Let's see. I mean, that's the best I can do right now. I'm just gonna keep swinging at him with the Grand Blade. 21
Well, that's going to be a hit.
and an 18. Look
The
at those
18 is
natural
gonna be
20s. Look at those natural 20s on the other side. That's bullshit.
Taunting you.
Don't you? Don't you love it?
Yeah.
He gave you a 1. What are you complaining about?
So that's 9 points of damage. On the second hit, does this kill him?
Is that 9 or is that 9 point plus 6?
It's 9 because it rolls a natural 20. So
I got you.
So I'm just going with the 9 because it's on the left.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's a 9. And what was the next one?
I haven't done it yet because I'm asking if this.
Oh,
takes
he's
this
still
guy
alive.
out.
He's still alive.
Okay. Then the second one, I'm gonna drop another spell tech slot for in the infusion strike.
Oh, yeesh.
It's a level 2, so this is 3d8 again. So let me roll damage. That is 10 points of damage. And 10 radiant, so 20 damage.
So minus 20. How do you end this poor guy?
Oh, buddy.
As he's like poking around, he's like trying to be like the fencer guy. I'm like waiting for him to like find an opening, and he finally like shows himself and tries to hit. It's that one hit that doesn't do any damage, and as he does, the Grand Blade just glows a violent, if you can, of blue, and just rams it into his chest.
I'm imagining it, through his chest and like up off the ground.
Yeah,
And then
exactly.
sits him, and then kind of gently sits him back down.
He's pissed. He's holding him like this for a sec, and like his entire armor is going from black to like a blue. He just looks at him for a sec.
You hear the other guy's sword hit the ground. When you tilt the sword back, he slides off. Ugh.
Yeah, exactly. He just slides him off. Now he's like the calmest voice you've ever heard. Toward the end of my turn, I'm like, now, would the rest of you like that, or are you going to leave my friend alone over there? I just fucking murdered their captain.
Turns and like flicks the blood off the sword.
Right into their face. Also, thank you, Sarah. Clink.
You're welcome.
No damage.
I just imagine him kind of
Sure.
flicks a little bit on the first guy, and then flicks back on the next guy.
It's like Catholic blessings.
Bartender's like, this is unnecessary.
You're mopping that up. No, bartender's already slipped out the back door. He's gone.
He's calling the cops.
Just a second, I got a text from Patrick.
Is it a text that he's not going to be here?
Hey, is there a game tonight?
Is there a game tonight?
Did we have a game tonight, or was it delayed?
Oh, buddy.
That's one of them where he's sitting around the house and then he realizes, wait a second, it's Tuesday. Ah,
It's
crap.
Tuesday and it's 8. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Hello, if you're watching this eventually, hi. Sorry we
Hi
missed you.
ho.
Hello.
Missed all the fun. We're
You
sorry.
missed all the drama.
Yeah.
Some great role playing today.
We were all just hankering for it. We missed it.
This is gonna be drama.
That session Monday just set me up for it.
Yeah.
We're talking. It's like, man, I've been horny for D&D for like weeks.
Yeah. And I play like on another group regularly too, and they were off.
Mm-hmm.
So they kind of freeze up.
I point the grand blade at the guy who's like pointing the gun at Jim.
He's kind of looking
Put
at
it
his
away.
buddy. Huddy. And then you see them both kind of go. The guy pulls the gun away. Roger that. We've been told to disengage with you.
I told you to do that earlier.
Yeah, you're not the one writing the checks.
I guess he's not gonna need a check anymore.
So yeah, if
Get the fuck out of here
Gotcha.
now.
And the one that was talking, is backed by Jim. He does the whole back around against the wall.
The grand blade. I will wait for them to put their weapons away, and as they do, the grand blade goes back into my form.
All right. The other guy takes a step back from you, holsters. When you start absorbing the sword, he kind of gestures to the boss. I'm taking our man with me. And he gathers the guy and the guy's sword, and the two of them haul the guy out. One of them is pulling him out. The other one you see digging out some first aid stuff, like they're going to try to stabilize him or something. But you don't figure their chances are very good.
There's a giant hole in his stomach area. He's not getting up from that.
You see daylight through him.
It's the future, man. Back to tanks and all kinds of stuff. Oh no, back to tanks would be in the past because that was a long time ago.
It's also a galaxy far, far away, so it couldn't be this system.
The tech could be around though.
Our Auromonto looks down at Jim like, all right, man, come on, let's go.
Jim is sitting back there with a bottle of the good stuff.
Good man.
He corks it and then just puts it back up on the shelf where it goes. He was drinking it straight from the bottle.
I don't care. I don't care at this point. Take it with you.
Don't worry. It's strong enough. I ain't got no cooties.
All right, come on. I'm literally holding him up like this, and just like Fireman's carrying him out. Oh no, I'm Fireman's carrying him out. I'm not letting him do that. Yeah.
Oh, looks like somebody sprung a leak over there.
Yeah, he did. There's like a trail of blood as we leave too.
Oh, good job. It's like he's trying to pat you on the shoulder and can't quite reach where he's at. Finally, you just get the football player pat.
Good effort. Slap on the ass.
That seems appropriate for Jim.
Yeah.
A drunk Jim? Yeah, totally.
Drunk Jim is very huggy.
I'm glad you're alive, buddy.
As you exit the bar, you see that the troopers have basically gone over a block, and now both of them are down there working on the guy.
Not gonna work. There's a hole in his chest. Walk the other way.
One of them ignores you, the other one just gives you a rude hand gesture. And then starts spraying some kind of foam into the wound.
It's asbestos. It'll help.
Asbestos is only bad if you breathe it and smoke.
As I know that they're working on that guy, so I'm going to working on that guy. But I'm going to go towards the ship with the assumption that they're busy with their man versus trying to like scope me out.
You see, Jim's wiggling around. You kind of glance over your shoulder. You see Jim has reared up just enough to be looking at him. He's giving him the. Except he just keeps doing it. It's like
I pat Jim on the shoulder as he walk. Good man. You're a hell of a pilot. And that's about it.
Thanks.
Do we intersect with Cat on the way?
Not if you're walking, because remember y'all took a car out. Y'all took a cab out here.
Yeah.
So walking back gonna take you a while.
Yeah, that's fair.
And y'all are in kind of the slummy bar, where she was in a slightly better bar. All right, Cat. Let's see. Or let's cut to Adrian first.
Mm-hmm.
You were back on the ship, correct?
He is on the ship, yes.
Okay.
Mask
What
on.
level of black hat does somebody have to get through your lockdown?
At the current level, they have to cast it at rank 4.
Okay, let me double check his stats. Though I'm pretty sure he is capable of that. Alright. You said at rank what?
At minimum, rank 4.
Oh no, I was reading that wrong. He has 5 slots. The system chimes. Somebody is trying to access it, or somebody's trying to get in.
Okay. Adrian will just sit down, activate his own black hat power, crack his knuckles, and he's gonna wait.
Well, they failed to get in, but it was someone trying to access the panel by one of the docking. One of the cargo bay doors.
Okay. Interesting. No. He'll send Yanni out there to see who it is.
Okay. Let's see. Yanni counts as a creature.
He's a construct.
He's called a power sprite.
He's a power. He's technically what he is he's a protean, which is actually not a creature or a construct, but effectively a familiar.
Okay. Let me just read this guy's ability off,
Which
and we will decide how this works.
Which
All right,
I'm
Ghost
curious
in the
about.
system. The cyber ghost can't be detected by electronic sensors or imaging devices. Also, the cyber ghost can't be targeted by clairsentient talents or detected by powers and abilities that sense espers. Okay, that sounds like Yanni's eyes would work fine, though.
Yeah, they would. That means he just can't be tracked.
So, if you check the security feeds of the dock, or if the Roustabout has cameras on the outside or something, you wouldn't see anything.
Yeah.
So as Yanni bloops out, he sees a man standing there, clearly a Promethean, talking to the same bird thing you've seen before. And then he gestures to the ship, and the bird thing fades out of visibility. And the man turns around and starts walking away from the ship.
Okay. Okay. Adrian is going to drop out of view with Obfuscate.
Okay. So you go invisible.
And he is going to portal behind the ship on the other side from where the man's walking away from. And he will follow him.
Okay. And what is Yanni doing while you're doing this?
Yanni's going to stay with the ship and keep an eye on the controls and stuff.
Okay.
No, he's going to keep an eye on Adrian's data pads, which have since come back and are in their proper places again.
A little catch up on him.
All right.
No,
So
they're
you've,
clean off.
So you follow this
Smells like
other,
frog.
clearly some kind of cybermancer type something.
Mhm.
He walks back, kind of down, to the street and down enough that he gets into the equivalent of a stretch limo.
Right.
Just down far enough that it's out of sight of the actual ship.
Mm-hmm.
You hear somebody else in the car greet him as he gets in. And before he shuts the door, you hear him say, the primary target's good. He's got the ship locked down. I'm not saying I couldn't get in eventually, but it's not going to happen tonight.
Is anybody else in there?
He is talking. Yeah, there's somebody else sitting in there. You just get a glimpse of him before the guy shuts the door. The windows are, of course, tinted.
Okay. Okay.
What's Adrian going to do?
Is this a vehicle with wheels?
Yes, it is.
Wheeled vehicle. Okay.
That seems to be the more common vehicles on this station.
Right. He's just gonna walk up behind it, put a tracker on the underside of the vehicle, walk away.
Okay.
He's gonna keep it in line of sight for a little while.
Okay.
See if they do anything.
You
Just
watch
sit
it
there.
for 10 minutes or so, and then it drives off.
Okay. And he's gonna mentally check just to make sure the tracker's still going.
Now,
As
it
it
is.
moves.
Nobody seems to have noticed it.
Okay. So he'll just sort of keep that as a mental ping on his radar as he walks back to the ship.
Cat. You exit the bar with your cousin and her two, hired help.
Actually, you know what? No, he's gonna follow the vehicle on foot.
Okay.
Casually walking behind the vehicle.
Well, he's invisible right now, and that'll last for a while.
It's a slow walk, but somehow he's keeping up with it.
Just wearing down his prey.
I mean, he knows where they're going.
No, I mean you're keeping the same distance from it. You're like one of the slashers in an old '80s slasher movie. No matter how fast the people run, and the
He's
slasher's
suddenly
walking, he's always just right behind them.
They turn around. Where'd he go? Turn around, look at the front. Bam! On the hood.
So yeah, you're following behind them. Cat, they march you out. It's another one of those stretch limo kind of vehicles out front.
Really too damn fancy for this kind of stuff.
Yeah, well, yeah. It's what the company had available.
No expense
I
spared.
certainly wasn't going to drive that little compact piece of crap again. They load in. The driver looks up. Oh, I see things are going well, man. Take us to the ship. What makes you so protective of this guy?
Part of my crew.
He wasn't when you grabbed him and split.
Seemed like as good an excuse as any to get out of the station. Get away from home.
She just gives you this kind of disbelieving look. Oh yeah.
Really?
Just disappearing would have drawn all kinds of attention. Let's grab a fugitive and run off with him. That'll be a lot more subtle.
Disappear in the middle of the chaos.
She's like, okay, I guess that makes a little more sense. Still a shitty thing to do, though. Several of us figured him and his accomplice had killed you.
Sorry to disappoint.
Your father was very upset.
I doubt that.
Well, okay, your mother was fairly upset.
That I
Your
believe.
father's very stoic.
He's a bastard. He doesn't care.
I'm pretty sure that's what stoic means.
He shot a guy in the head in front of his children.
Yeah, that's a little harsh.
A little harsh.
Were they like kids or were they adults?
Apparently, shot a guy in his head in front of his wife and children before making them test subjects. Or did they omit all of this from the report?
It is the first time hearing of it. I'm sure he had his reasons. You know, family first and all. Which is ironically the motto, one of the mottos of the company.
Yeah, it's engraved on all the jewelry.
It's kind of like Google's "Don't be evil," just they never got rid of it.
Yeah.
The funny bit is that's exactly why Adrian ripped his way through the lab, family first. Because
Yeah.
they destroyed his.
Layers, man, layers.
Mm-hmm.
Onion upon an onion inside of a
Yeah.
blooming onion.
Hello, Loki.
I don't see an update
Sent
to
out.
the cat counter. You're slipping.
I saw this cat's been there the entire time. I just gave up.
He just doesn't leave. He lives
Loki.
here.
Loki has defeated me. For now.
Norris, cat of mischief.
Pretty much. Yeah. Cat'll just kind of look over and be like, look, if you're expecting some kind of fairy tale or some really good explanation why I'm doing this, I don't really have either one of those.
So it was just a spur of the moment decision.
Disappear in the chaos.
Saw
Got
an
a couple of
opportu-
really good paying jobs.
Saw an opportunity and had to take it.
Works.
You're working for some old broken down celebrity. How well could he be paying?
Hey, it's really interesting stuff. You watched the show too. Come on.
Yeah, well, yeah. I'm not saying I wouldn't want to meet him, but you know. Though he's probably old by now.
Yeah, people get old.
Wait a minute. Is that the same pilot?
Is that
and
the
then-
same pilot?
Yeah, Jim.
Yeah. You hurt him. I will personally.
I
Several
told
members of the
guys to
crew.
stop. And in fact, she gets a report. Oh, that's gonna be fun to write up in a report. Your guys are
What?
fine, but they. You're.
You drew on one of them, didn't you?
No, she's like, Auromonto apparently poked a hole through my squad leader.
I mean, he probably, knowing the guy, he's probably gave him at least 5 or 6 chances to leave.
Man, who knows?
Yeah.
Guy should have shot from a distance. He was way too fond of that sword.
Yeah, guys and swords.
Hey.
What
I
is it
think
with
it's
guys
a
and
I
swords?
think it's a compensation thing. I don't know.
It's gotta be. If you ever got to date 2, I mean, I don't think it's gonna happen. I hate to tell you, your chances with him are probably really low.
He's human, you know.
Utopian human.
That's still human. She's Promethean, so yeah.
Yeah.
She looks at herself as somewhat superior.
Fucking helps.
I mean, don't get me wrong, muscles on muscles.
Wait till I hit level 8, baby.
But way too nice a guy to ever bring home,
We
All the
are
save,
level 8.
all the better for him. Yeah, we are level 8.
I didn't know that.
also a running theme through the campaigns, is someone forgets to level up.
Yeah, apparently.
No, I leveled up. I just forgot.
That happens in a lot of my real world games too, though.
We're what level again? Oh god, I've been rolling at level 6.
You know,
I mean, I think that's
except in
what
the
I
ones
did.
where nobody's got the book, so everybody levels up at the table
Yeah.
because only the one guy has the book.
There you go.
My favorite thing so far is the contrast between, oh, he's too nice to the guy to bring, and he's like has his fucking sword like this through the guy.
Flashback to Auromonto, like, covered in blood.
Think about who she is and how she was raised and what she's involved in.
Think of how Auromonto was raised and how he's involved with you.
He's death eating
Still
soda
too nice
crackers.
of a
Yeah, but
guy.
he's polite. Way too nice for us.
Mm.
So what's the plan? What are you trying to do?
I need to take you and your boy home.
Good luck on that. At least on the boy.
But if I just come home with you, maybe your dad won't be too pissed. So you really don't know if he's got any of the information?
Guess you get to find out.
Roll me deception as you are trying to be evasive.
She is always trying to be evasive.
Yeah,
What are you talking about? 21.
Ooh.
Thank you, dice. Who's a good dice? Who's a good virtual dice?
You have to be actually a rogue for it to actually give you what you're looking for, even though you have a +8 on both.
Yeah, apparently I have to just channel the inner asshole.
She looks at you with kind of disbelief on her face.
What's the worst that can happen? He kills me? Wouldn't be the first time he's killed somebody.
She looks at you like, no, that is not the worst he could do. You know that is not the worst he could do. I
Trying
think
to be
it's
really
the worst
optimistic.
he would do to you, but it's not the worst he could do.
Considering what I was involved with, that's probably the lightest he'd go on me. It's death. Okay, good point.
But it would probably be quick, so there's at least that. I mean,
Yeah.
a father's love and all. Which she says completely unironically. She's like, oh, you betrayed the company. So, yeah, killing you quick's really the best you can expect out of him. It's really a sign that he loves you.
Somewhere Auromonto is just suddenly so happy he didn't have a family.
They ever get back together, Cat's gonna be like, look, you lucked out not knowing any of your family.
And sadly, your cousin Joe is about the best your family produced.
Probably. Well, no, her youngest sister, that's like 10, is probably still pretty innocent.
Children, yeah. As far as like adults, though.
Yeah.
Really, just in that she does not actively go out and f with people just to be doing it, for the benefit of the company or the family. Yeah, absolutely. All right, so she takes you to a docking bay. Not the same docking bay complex that the Roustabout is in. This one is.
Does
This
Cat
was-
still have... Cat still has her mask, correct?
Yes, she has not taken any of your equipment.
Okay. She's gonna ping something back to the ship, be like, track my location.
Yanni will pick up on that. And we'll ping Adrian. And Adrian will do that. While he's following the other tracker. Are they going in the same direction?
They were in different parts of the station. But yes, essentially they're both heading towards the kind of higher end corporate section.
Okay.
The vehicle that Cat is in is basically already pulling up to the corporate docking bay.
Alright.
We can't do anything subtle. Can't we just get like a rundown warehouse? There's really good things that happen in rundown warehouses.
You've really been slumming it, haven't you?
Kind of fun, actually. It's refreshing.
But no, we're going directly to the ship.
Adrian will also send a message to Auromonto and tell him that they apparently have Cat and they're going here and he's following them.
Armando stops where he is and fucking gets a cab.
Puts Jim in one, sends him back to the ship.
Yep.
No, I want to help. I can help.
No. Go get some rest. You've earned it.
Yanni will let him in. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Although their cybermancer's familiar is currently slumming it in the ship, so be careful about that.
It's like I just picture like Jim walking in and like Yanni and the other one are like having like a blindfold monkey knife fight.
Like just like a cartoon cloud of chaos.
Jim stumbles by, the cloud rolls over him. You see
He's
his
like,
arm
it
and
is,
legs
like-
in it too, and then it dumps him out and he's all roughed up.
Essentially.
I could see it.
I think one of them took my wallet.
Probably
It was
Yanni.
Yanni.
Probably.
Probably Yanni.
All right.
Aramonto will go head towards the location.
Are you going on foot or are you taking a cab?
I got one for Jim. I'm getting
Oh.
one for me.
So
Gonna
yeah,
take
you
me
load Jim in.
slightly longer.
You swipe a card or whatever.
Yeah, go.
Here's our ship. Make sure he gets wait and make sure he gets loaded in. Gets up the gangplank.
Yeah, if he stumbles even once, just kind of give him a nudge.
Guys, like I carry plenty of.
Yeah.
He stops where he
he's
says
had-
drunks home. Party, people that have overindulged.
Yeah, he's good at that. And I love him, but he needs to go back to sleep.
Hey, before you sit there over Jim, reach up and kind of pat you on the side. Go get him, Tiger.
I will.
I'll warm the ship up.
Thank you. Enjoy your rest.
He is snoring by the time you shut the door.
As he's snoring, I'll boop him on the head with the regenerative force and take out the alcoholism, so he doesn't have a fucking hangover.
They'll get back to the Roustabout. He'll wake up. Man, I feel great. I'm not hungover.
Really big glass of water, some vitamin C.
Yeah,
Be like
that's
a buddy,
basically what it is.
be like a buddy of mine one time that he was out drinking till like 2:30 or 3. He got home going, man, I gotta work. I gotta be at work at 6 in the morning. Oh, I'm gonna be hungover. It's gonna be awful. He goes, woke up at 5, took a shower, got dressed, felt great. He goes, I'm heading out the door and I realized, damn, I'm still drunk. It hasn't been long enough. That's why I still feel fine.
On a related note, I've stayed up the entire night because I went to my best friend's wedding. We got super smashed, and then I had like an hour before work, so I ate menudo and I was good to go.
Or he thinks he was good to go, but everybody at work's talking about, hey, did you see when he came in drunk that night?
I went home and slept like a baby.
All
That
right.
was great.
So y'all are all. I assume Adrian is going to get a. Is Adrian going to get a cab? Is he going to teleport or?
Once
Steal a
his once his invisibility wears off, yeah. But he has an hour of him moving at a jog.
I'm picturing him diving into cabs. Other people open the door, diving into the cab, and hitching a ride as far as he can.
Get out of here.
It's like Grand Theft Auto.
Don't tempt me. But yeah.
All right. So you approach the corporate sector.
Mhm.
How are you planning to meet up with Auromonto?
He's tracking Armonto's location through his rig. So wherever Armonto goes, he's going to join him.
Okay.
Fair enough. I would be in the. I would probably park by the docking complex, or I would have them stop by the docking complex, and then. I mean, if I'm going to I'll message Adrian and be like, if I'm going to a ship, we should probably do this together.
He hears Adrian's physical voice next to him. That's why I'm right here.
Son of a! He like takes almost has the grab blade out. I'm a little on edge. I just killed a man. Let's go.
Yeah, I've mowed through several already myself.
Let's go. And as we move, I do this again and pump 20 more points of regenerative force into me.
How much damage did you take in that fight?
20 points of damage.
Okay, so you are now healed up.
I'm back up to full.
How much of your regenerative
I
force
have
do you have left?
10 more points.
Okay. And you've
I'll
used
keep it
2
track.
slots?
I've used 2 slots, yes. I have everything on here, Mr. DM. I promise.
I know
Totally legit.
The sheets are a little, hackneyed, so,
Yeah, I agree. But I'm doing the best I can with what I got.
Hopefully the next campaign will have actual sheets we can use. Until I
That's
pick
why I
something,
suggested 5e.
until I pick something super obscure.
Vampire.
I don't think that's super obscure. I'm pretty sure they have sheets.
Saying Vampire the Masquerade?
Yes.
Oh, I wouldn't mind playing that. I played that before, actually.
I would like to play Vampire.
Yeah,
cannot remember
it'll be one of the suggestions.
Yeah, I
Since
can't
you
remember
mentioned
the
it the
name.
other
but it
day,
was
I've been
the-
sitting there thinking, Bama by night.
It,
call
was
it that.
those, it was that like noble house that specialized in like blood magic.
The Tremere.
Tremere.
Tremere, yeah, those are the ones I played as typically.
I am familiar with, I think it's the revised edition, which was like the second edition they did. I've got a bunch of the splat books and stuff from that, so I would just have to update myself on is it the 20th anniversary rules or the...
I think they're on V5.
Okay.
They are also on 5th edition.
That's right, because they got rid of blood points, but they have some kind of hunger mechanic that took its place now.
Yes.
I've heard a few
Yeah.
podcasts talk about it.
I watch LA by Night sometimes.
But
And I know they were.
Yeah.
I know they run V5.
won't be a super big adjustment, because I have played just a little bit of Vampire at cons. I ran a one-shot, but then I was in like a werewolf campaign, and me and the guys, back when they did a superhero game called Aberrant, played a bunch of that. So the basic system I'm familiar with.
Yeah.
Cool.
But we're getting off on a tangent. All right.
Yeah.
So
As
both of
we
you
do
are
here.
outside the corporate docking bay. We'll say Hull's on his way, because
Yeah.
most of what's going to go down here probably won't go down until next week.
Right.
Yeah.
He's like on a little scooter.
Yanni will wait.
A hovering Vespa.
Yanni will wait until
Segway.
he gets into the ship, and then he will teleport to Adrian.
That's it. Killbot can turn into a Vespa.
He has a spell where he can literally just make one. He's fine.
Are any of y'all old enough to remember the GoBots cartoon?
Vaguely.
Vaguely.
Yeah.
That was what came on the equivalent of like Boomerang back then.
Yeah, that's not where it originally aired. I remember it from the 80s. But anyway.
Yeah.
You had their little, where Transformers had Bumblebee, that was like the one the little kids all liked. GoBots had Scooter, who basically turned into like a little, Vespa thing. Which is now how I'm going to picture Killbot from now on.
Nice.
It's now canon.
We just need to
Yeah.
remind Hull of this next week.
Yes.
It's like this badass robot with like handlebars in the back.
You were gone, so we just made your threatening killbot into a Vespa.
A killer Vespa.
It's canon now. I'm sorry that we don't have
Just how it
control.
works. Yeah.
Can't
What do you mean
rewrite,
it's a-
can't rewrite canon. If you'd been here,
Yeah.
What do you mean it's a killer Vespa? Flip a switch, a 50mm Gatling gun comes out the front. That's how.
All right.
Well, it's yeah.
So yes, y'all are standing outside the corporate docking bay. It is essentially gated.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're in a station, so it's a big wall with it's not like a actual kind of fence or anything.
Mhm.
But there are security folks that check. Cat, when the stretch arrives, it slows down briefly as the driver reaches out and kind of swipes something or shows some identification or something, and they let him in. just glancing at it, Adrian, you think there's quite a few armed guards. The security looks pretty tight.
Okay.
You know, I doubt it particularly worries you, but you see lots of cameras. There are people walking around.
Okay.
So the Grand Blade's already back in Auromonto's body. He just had that fight or flight when Adrian just whispered out of nowhere.
Yeah, he'll drop that invisibility.
So what's the play here?
Hold on a moment. He'll send Yanni through the wall. And he's going to see if he can find an area that looks like it's out of the way that isn't really patrolled often.
Give me a perception check for Yanni.
Okay. 16.
There is an area. Overall, the area looks like it's pretty well monitored.
Mm-hmm.
But like any docking bay, you have cargo containers sitting around, things that have not been loaded into a ship yet. So you find an area the way some of them are stacked where you've got kind of, it's almost like a 3-wall setup, you know.
It's a jumping puzzle.
Mm.
No.
But you've got a nice open area that is mostly shielded from all the cameras and stuff.
Okay. Keeping track of Kat, which area of that is that area near where she's going?
She is still on the move. It's not right where she's at, but it's still relatively close. You're still in kind of, if you divide it into quadrants, it's still kind of the same quadrant.
Okay. How many feet away would you say she's at from our current location near the entrance?
Oh, she's from the entrance, a couple hundred yards.
A couple hundred yards. So
Auromonto quietly.
This is a pretty big area.
okay.
Keep in mind, crucibles are the size of moons.
Yeah. Okay, he's going to have Yanni stay in one of those areas that is sort of kind of hidden away. And he'll look up at Auromonto's like, well, I can get us in, but it's a matter of what we're going to do when we get in.
I mean, fight our way in? Or fight our way
It's
through?
that. So tell me, how good are you and Hull at sneaking?
You know the answer to that already.
Clank, 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 clank.
Well, dismiss your rig then.
It's not my rig. If you want me to take like 30 minutes to take this armor off,
Hull is also not super stealthy.
Do it
Probably
slowly.
better than Auromonto. But
he doesn't have disadvantage on stealth checks.
no, he doesn't have anything like that. He's got like a +2 or something.
Right. Well, I can get us in and cloak us from sight if we need to.
Sounds like a good plan. Invisibly, I mean, it's a loud docking area. Just another clank. Another clanking is just another sound in the.
Guess
In
just try
the-
to time
in the
your
dock.
footsteps to other idiots doing their thing. I
And from what
suppose.
Yanni sees, there's people patrolling the thing, but most of the security is concentrated at the gate.
Right.
It's not like they're walking around asking for people's papers once they're in here.
Okay.
Papers, please.
Don't start that. I say.
Papers, please.
Now, now y'all may not be dressed as nicely as some of the folks walking around this thing, so there is that. But
Yeah,
I still have my cape. It's nice.
that's true.
what-
Your
It
cape
looks
is
like a
nice.
shrub.
that's
It's still
what-
nice.
It's very
Yeah, that's-
decorative. It's very high quality. And you're talking about somewhere that's a hub between interstellar travel, so styles can vary greatly.
Yeah.
Shrub.
Yeah, he'll pause and just signs like, well, pick up Hull.
Huh?
Pick up Hull.
Okay.
He'll put a
Sorry,
hand-
Andrew.
He'll put a hand on Auromonto, and he will activate portal and bring himself, Auromonto, and Hull through the portal over to where Yanni's at.
You appear behind, a bunch of crates.
What the fuck?
I can bring myself, one person, and anything that person or myself is holding.
I'm just gonna keep. I'm gonna keep him like this for a while.
Let him down. We don't
I
need to
expect
hold
that
him
Hole
anymore.
won't down as soon as possible.
Gently cradling him. Careless whisper somewhere in the background.
Now, he'll pause and sort of keep an eye out for Kat. How far away is she now from the current location? Because he warped as close as he could that's safe, which would be up to 500 feet, which is a few hundred yards. But,
Y'all are about as far in as she is,
mhm.
though the vehicle is still moving, but it seems to be turning off into one of the, to a specific ship. You can pretty much tell which ship it is at this point.
Okay. And he'll sigh. It's like, well, I got 2 more of these in me. But he'll crack his knuckles, hands on Auromonto and Hull, and he'll cast Obfuscate, and all 3 of them go invisible.
And that is good for how long?
An hour.
1 hour.
Okay.
Or until I drop concentration to
Yeah.
concentrate on another power.
So if you get knocked out,
Like a ship lockdown, for example.
if you got damaged, I guess you'd have to make a check, some kind of check.
Yeah, concentration.
But time-wise, yeah, you got plenty of time to walk all the way over there if you want to.
Yeah.
And
And to
forth
time
a couple times,
And to time the footsteps between loud noises of the dock to mask the approach.
And there's wide open areas where, nobody'd be close enough to really notice. But even with Auromonto being a little on the loud side, you being invisible, you should be able to get across without too much trouble.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as he has a roll of 1 or something.
Do you want me to roll stealth?
No.
Okay.
So you see the vehicles pull up the ship. The ship's gangplank drops, like the large cargo bay underneath it. And the car just pulls up into the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Weird flex.
Uh,
Do we have
Cat
enough
probably
time to
says that also inside. Like,
Do we have enough time to do a an Indiana Jones run over into it?
You can certainly take off running if you want to.
Adrian?
I can either portal us in there, but I won't have any more powers to use, or we can take a run for it.
I mean, I'm pretty good at this running thing. I can't speak for you or Hol-
Shoot, you're so good at the running thing, it got you a date.
exactly.
each of the casters.
I'm not bad.
Okay. Well, let's.
I've been out running this family for years.
Caster in each hand.
He's a dual caster.
He'll go.
He's dual wielding
he'll go-
casters.
He'll go ahead and send Yanni in ahead of him through the car. And since she has the mask and stuff on, there's no hair to depress. So Yanni will fly up in front of her, and she will feel the little on the mask, and then he'll fly away. Just so she knows that he's there and is watching.
And
By
Yanni can
proxy.
tell that she is, she is physically unarmed. She is not even in shackles.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's see. You wouldn't have gone to a bar with your sniper rifle.
Nah, but she would definitely have her pistols on her.
They will have taken any sidearms from you.
They will try to take your sidearms.
She was going along peacefully with them, so I'm going to assume she didn't fight them
Yeah.
over. a
Yeah,
pistol.
she would have. She figures if I need to, I could probably get a pistol off a guy.
All I got to do is kill one of you, and then I'm armed.
Exactly. Or have
Oh,
someone
okay.
else kill one of you.
So she didn't take her rifle with her.
No, the sniper rifle's still back on the ship.
Okay.
She's going to a bar. She's not going to take her sniper rifle.
Yeah.
Carrying a
brain-
sniper
It's too
rifle
pretty.
around with you on a station is looked at funny anyway.
Yeah.
Packing
It's
a
too pretty.
sidearm, not a big deal
Mhm.
in most places.
Fair.
Especially out here in
Crucible's
the boonies
basically
where
just
it's kinda
Space
wild.
Alabama.
Yeah, out here in the boonies is kind of Wild West anyway. But while y'all are approaching the ship, another stretch shows up. It's the one you put the tracker on.
Mm-hmm.
It also just drives right up into the ship.
Okay.
Ooh, I have unfinished business for those.
Well, now or never.
All right, let's. I think we should err on the side of caution. And although I don't know which one that is,
What?
Is portal
what
concentration?
is- Portal?
portal
No.
concentration? Okay. So you could theoretically flip us through, and we'll still be invisible.
Yeah, I could flip us through and we'd still be invisible.
I like that. I'll grab Hall again.
Okay. He'll send Yanni to find like a closet somewhere or something.
I don't know. The hole's invisible. Can you really grab him?
Hall, get close to me so I can grab you.
You feel a hand on your back, and then Hole kind of grabs you around like that.
Okay.
Like koalas on.
Actually, what Yanni will do first is he'll go check the engineering bay, see who's
Oh,
in
boy.
there.
Not a lot of time, man.
Get in and then check the engineering bay.
Well, while they're running up, he can send Yanni off.
Yeah.
They're trying to be relatively stealthy, so I'm assuming they're not sprinting full out, but taking regular
Yeah,
routes.
no.
Where Yanni flying can go.
Yanni can go 80 feet around.
And he'd already sent. Come think of it though, he'd already sent
Yeah.
Yanni in to.
Yeah,
notify
Yanni's
you
already in the ship.
to give you the reassuring boop.
Yeah, oh god, shit's gonna go south real quick, boop.
Yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yanni's able to beeline for the engine room pretty quickly. This is it's a high dollar kind of corporate yacht sort of ship,
Mm-hmm.
but it's got a fairly standard layout. It's a model you're relatively familiar with. So
Okay. Who else in there?
there is a 5-man crew in there, running checks and kind of doing the prep work to get started.
Look, armed basic engineers.
One guy's got a sidearm. There is Yanni spots a security guy standing outside. One guy is clearly using Esper powers as he goes about his duties.
Okay.
But most of the rest of them, they're just unarmed engineer types,
All right, he's going to describe the guy that is using the Esper powers to the two of them. And he's going to tell them he's going to portal them into the engine core,
Great.
and we're going to try to disable the ship.
It's not the first time we've done that. Now you have a team.
I took them with me last time. I didn't bring them with me now because I want them to guard the ship.
No, I think you're talking about.
I mean,
I think you're talking about the 2-player
I-
characters you've got with you as a team.
The organics here, you ass.
Oh! I thought you meant my real team. Sorry.
Wow.
That's an Adrian response.
I'm gonna take inspiring leader next time. Screw you.
And Adrian will find. Basically, what he tells them is he's going to bring them within striking distance of the Esper. So try to hit him as hard as you can.
Oh, I can do that.
And
The Grand Blade
he'll-
comes out. And then get
He'll
ready.
wait for Auromonto to give him his ready.
Wait, shit! I'm holding Hole. No, wait, he's koalaing me. I can hold the Grand Blade.
Ready?
I'm as ready as I'm getting. Let's do this.
Hole is so glad nobody can see him.
Puts a hand on Auromonto.
And that is where we will cut it for tonight because we are right here, just a few minutes shy of 9 o'clock.
Yeah. Two of us have to go to work.
I'm off on Tuesdays. That's
Oh, well,
why I
lucky
picked
you.
Tuesday nights to run the game, because I don't have to go to work.
Lucky you.
Hey.
Ah, family.
Ah, yes, family reunions. It was heartwarming.
What a great session back.
I mean, granted, one guy may have left some orphans around, but he was an orphan and he turned out all right. So
He should be fine. I'm sure that's just a flesh wound.
I'm gonna quote Kill Bill. If one day you want to come back and get revenge,
you've got people that want him to do a sequel where that's what's going on. Though he claims he's only going to do 10 movies, and I forget where he's at this point.
Eccentric billionaire.
7 or 8. Anyway, we're wrapping up here. I certainly had fun tonight. I hope y'all did.
God, it feels good to be back role playing.
It felt like a long break.
It was a long break.
I've been working nonstop this whole time. I've been writing stuff in my head this whole time. Well, what do Auromonto do? What is Yulakin gonna do? What is Jernia gonna do tomorrow?
I mean, even some of my real life games, we've ended up having some misses. Because of holidays, it just happens.
Right.
Yeah.
And then just holidays in general just make it seem longer too. It's like I have to deal with people.
So
Yeah.
many people.
It's so peoply out here.
Retail life.
Far too peoply.
Retail life.
So I hope anybody watching at home had fun. Folks in the chat. And let's see. Oh, we're starting up the Wednesday night showcase is starting up
Monster of the week.
tomorrow for
Yeah.
the session 0. Though I don't think we're streaming the session 0, or are we?
I don't believe we're streaming it. However, I can give them the name of the campaign we're gonna read. It is called Monster of the Week: Eyes of the Fallen. You guys just marinate on that for the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, I've been trying to figure out since V posted that. I've been trying to figure out what that can mean.
Yep.
I have vague ideas, but also I've seen what he gets about too. So,
Oh,
but I'm not gonna say nothing.
And Thursday game, is it still Curse of Strahd, or do y'all wrap that up?
We still have Curse of Strahd. We are on. I've said this for like the last 3 sessions. We are on the penultimate episode. We're gonna get there one day, guys. We are, however, in Castle Ravenloft. So, at max 2 or 3 sessions left.
It's like a tennis match. It's at point. It's just you don't know how long it's going to take to score.
We got to get it over that line. Yeah.
Hope it works out better for y'all than it did when Cap ran us through it.
So yeah, we're almost done with that. I will say this on stream that I have a surprise ready for the party on Thursday, so you don't want to miss that.
Any idea what y'all are going to run next on Thursday?
Yes, we are going to be running Descent into Avernus.
Ooh, so still D&D.
Yes, and well, they're gonna. I feel like that's the D&D game, which is why I'm trying to steer us away from D&D over here days.
Well, that and Cap has basically asked us not to do straight D&D on this one because they've already got so much of it on the channel.
Right. Yeah. So after Curse of Strahd, if we finish next week, if we finish the week after, it's going to be Descent into Avernus. We're gonna take a 2-week break and then Descent into Avernus. I also, I'll talk about that on Thursday. It's fine.
Okay. All right, then we'll be back on Monday with the escorts, which I think started up yesterday.
Yes, it did.
So I only managed to catch a very few minutes of it.
We found some shit. A lot of shit.
Zora's eyes come in handy.
Yep. And then we found a race of extinct bird people.
Well, then they're not extinct, are they?
Yeah, I know.
Sounds like
They
the
used to
plot to this game.
No. The ones in
It's
this
all
game,
interconnected.
the ones in this game are extinct because they can't breed anymore, so the species is effectively extinct.
Also, the wizard has a luck blade now.
Technically, the paladin has the luck blade. The wizard's just attuned to it.
Yeah.
I have not used a luck blade in a campaign since AD&D 2nd edition, so I have no idea how those work in 5th.
3 uses of wish, as long as you don't use.
Nah, you have to roll for it. But yeah, I can tell you when we're off stream.
All right,
Both the
then.
wizard and the player hyperventilated.
Well, I hope everybody will join me again next time, and let me roll the credits here. Waving doesn't do any good when the credits are up. They can't see you. Oh, okay.